Trust the profits. It's a formula here, and I am drinking myself a nice smooth beer. That's not bad. Mm-hmm. It's a hoppy, cloudy, hazy IPA, double dry hopped from Phase 3. Not my full recommendation. I've tasted better, but it'll do. It'll do. How's everyone doing out there? We got some comments already. First bet, Bobby D. Good evening, gents. 631 with 74 exacta box. It says exacta box, exacta. Good to see you there. And Mar Beatty. Good to see you, Mar. We got, first bet, Bobby got that bet going there for his exacta as expected. And Mar Beatty checking in as well. The early customers coming into the lounge. Guys, have a seat. Order with the bartender. Get yourself something nice, something special today. Let's see what we got going on here. Yes, we are at Woodbine. We're going to start off with race 1. I am all by my lonesome, as is usual. At Woodbine this early, just so happens to work out for me. Let's start going through race 1 out of 7 races. We only got 2 scratches so far. Love it when that happens at Woodbine. Makes it a little bit easier to prep for. Let's start walking through, shall we? This is a 7 furlong race. It is a claimer with the purse $28.6K thousand dollars. No, I said that wrong. $28.6K dollars. It's Canadian. For fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. 3-year-olds, 122 pounds, older, 125 pounds, etc., etc., etc. All that good stuff. 7 furlongs. We are in the all-weather. Let's start going through these one by one here. Starting with Cheat the Devil, Leo Salas is the jockey, Michael Topalo the trainer, and the sire is Silent Name. So yeah, well, what can we glean here? So it's been a while since 7 furlongs. That's one thing I notice. It was a maiden optional claimer race way back in June of this year, finishing 18 lengths behind. Kevin Nichols was the jockey at that point. Yeah, not a great showing there. Chased, weakened, no rally. So is there a distance problem with this horse? You see that the horse also broke its maiden 2 races ago when it went gate to wire in a 6 furlong race on all weather. Not too bad. A maiden claiming race. Salas was the jockey at that point. Went off at just under 4-1. 10-horse race. Broke clear. Et cetera, et cetera. Last time out. So now getting into the claiming races, graduating from those maiden claimer races. Started out 4 lengths behind, ended up finishing 6 lengths behind in 6th place, going 6 furlongs on the same all-weather surface that we are racing at today. Notes on the trainer, 14% down 2+ classes, claiming 16%, all-weather 10%. Cheat the Devil, opening as your morning line favorite, and as of right now, still your favorite at 5-2. So that surprises me a little bit. This horse did not jump off the paper at me. Let me zoom in case you guys can't see the paper jumping out at you. Yeah, for whatever reason, I see reasons to knock this horse. Let's move on here. We got more comments here. Good luck, Marv, says Bobby D. Thank you. Ethan Nolan checking in. Good to see Ethan. What are the chances the 4 wins race 2? We'll get to that in a little bit. We're going to crawl through this one by one, but I will get to that question after I peruse through here. And I want to do a 1-4 double, but I'm torn between the 4 and the 6 in race 2. Actually, let me try to dive in and help you because you're doing a double here. I'm going to put pause on what I'm doing right now. You want to see the 4 in race 2? Yeah, I I see it. I've got them as 6-4 as my top 2 here in this race. But it's difficult because we are at Woodbine, which is a very difficult track to single at, in my opinion. I have difficulty getting a substantial cadence to grabbing winners with my top plays. Maybe 25% is what I'm hitting at. And, there's some longs in there. Really, to get some confidence going, you need to get into the 30s, I would say, grab some consistency. But there's a lot of these days where you go through and it's like, you get one that wins outright And obviously what we do here at Woodbine, we're piecing together different types of plays here, win, play, show, win, place, exacta, trifecta, right? So I can get away with that. But it is difficult to pinpoint a winner here. I will tell you, I am leaning more towards the 6 than the 4 in race 2, but they are my 1 and 2 horses for that race. Yeah, so going back to, I hope that helped. Hope that helped. Maybe confused a little bit more. Bob Jackson, what is up? Gatekeeper prefers 6 in race 2 as well. We'll see what happens there. What about the 10th? Bobby D, are you joking with me? There are the 10. I see. You're saying the 10 down below here. Yeah. Yeah, the 10. Where's the 10? In race 2, the 10 is actually my 3rd horse. So I've got more. If I were going to single one, I'd probably do the 6. I know it's not sexy at 5-2, looking like the early odds favorite, but in order, I've got 6, 4, 10 for those that care. All right, moving on. How much time we got here? 11 minutes. I'm going to try to breeze through the rest of this PP. Good luck to you guys. Anyone who's putting together a daily double there. Moving on, Monet, 20-1. Sky Chernetz is the jockey. Bonnie Eshelman is the trainer there. Palace Malice coming down from Curlin is your sire here. Last time out for Monet. 6 furlongs, starting out 4 lengths behind, fading back to 7th place, 11 lengths behind. Couple times here ran 7 furlongs. We're going back. This horse broke its maiden a while back. September of last year, about a year ago, broke its maiden. So it's been running and claiming races since. So yes, 7 furlong race here. Started off 2 lengths behind. So it was given a little bit of pace pressure there, staying just off the pace, then faded back once it got to the stretch, kind of stayed there with the same jockey, I might note. Also 10-1, 11-1 in that race, not a favored horse, stuck around for 6 for what it's worth. Not brag worthy. I'm not trying to build it up too much there. Let's go to May of this year though, where the horse wired the field up until the stretch there. Finished 2 lengths off in 4th place. 2 lengths off isn't bad. I mean, 2 lengths off should really be like a 2nd or 3rd place, but obviously there's a little bit of a tight finish there. I do like that the horse has gone the distance. Don't like that the horse is faded. I am getting in my formula, I'm getting a favorable score on that, but I think I might go in another direction here. Moving on to No Visor, Ryan Munger. Ryan Munger looking pretty good here, 15% win rate. Carlos Grant, the trainer. Cold Harbor, the sire. Last time out, did go the distance here in a claiming race, all weather. Starting off 2 3/4 lengths behind, pressuring up to get 1 length, 2 lengths, and then finished 2 3/4 lengths off. Walcott was the jockey of record there. Ryan Munger has had 3 previous rides. A lot of 7 furlong races here, including these 2 here in July and June, finishing 2 1/4 lengths and then winning this race here in June as well. Yeah, No Visor. I'd have, let me check the in terms of race 1, let's see. In terms of class, I would say the class of the race here are the 1 and the 7, the one we already talked about. Maybe that's part of the reason it was drawn such a good morning line. Yeah, the 3 sort of stuck in the middle, I would say. Not too high, not too low. Down 2 classes for the trainer, 22%. Good to note there. Monet, what were we noting on that one? Nothing much for the trainer there. Let's move on to the 4, All For Honor, a horse that has been going 8.5 furlongs for quite some time now in claiming races here at Woodbine. A little bit of that also in Fort Erie, where it's had a little bit more success in Fort Erie, I might know. It's got himself a win here back in October of last year, a 2nd place, back by 1 in a 6.5 furlong race there. Let's see if we go back here. 8.5 furlongs all weather. Stuck pretty close to the pace here and ended up working out pretty well for him. Went off at 6-1, almost 7-1. 3/4 lengths back, 2nd place after entering the stretch, 2 lengths up. Last couple races though, not so great. Definitely some struggles in here. What do the notes say on this one here? Dwelt trail, caught one. Yeah, caught one meaning it started off 26 lengths back, moved up to 14 lengths back, and passed one horse to finish ninth as opposed to 10th, which is last place in that race. Ugh. Looks like a slow start here, early move, half. So again, starting off in the back, way back. Got to think there was probably some struggles there for a horse because here, if you look one race earlier, starting off 2 lengths off, you look before that, starting 5 1/4 lengths off, you look before that, was in first place. Yeah, up and down for this horse. Hard to tell. All for Honor, 15-1. Steve Jadu, Dominic Polsinelli, and Union Rags, the sire there. What do we note here? Route to Sprint, 0%, claiming 3%. Yeah. I would say the trainer scores not so hot. Number 5, Lil Star, 8-1. Let me do a time check here. We're at 6-1. They're on the track. Feeling a little pressure. This is a horse that's been sitting in one-turn races. 14 lengths back last time, 9 lengths back last time. The time before that, a little bit closer here. Running and claiming races at Woodbine at 7 furlongs. Actually did pretty well. Got himself a win under Daisuke Fukumoto. Austin Adams, the jockey. Hannah Springer, the trainer. Milwaukee Brew, the sire. Previously trained by Ricky Singh. Set the pace there. Not a lot of pace setters in this race. In fact, when I say that, I mean no pace setters in this race. Nothing consistent. Blinkers off 0%, claiming 17%, all weather 22%, sprints 22% for Hannah Springer. Moving on to horse that started off at 3-1, currently at 9-2, Easter Sunday Girl, Jalan Samuel, the jockey, Tedson Holder, the trainer, Holy Boss, the sire. Sitting pretty close to the pace this last race, going 8.5 furlongs, all weather, ending up further back though, couldn't hang. Before that, 7.5 furlongs on turf, started off way in the back, 6 furlongs, didn't really advance any more than that. Notes anything interesting? Break in, brief move. Yeah, not a whole lot there. Broke his maiden back in July, getting a first place finish here, going 7 furlongs. Has gone 7 furlongs a number of times, mostly in maidens, obviously. Got a second, got a first, had a nice distance there in first. But again, moving up to those classes where it's not maidens anymore, showing some struggles, which is one reason I'm not too hot in the one. And then Radio Goo Goo, currently at 3-1, opening up at 6-1. Harrell Ford, not sure if I'm saying that right. Michael DePaulo, Twirling Candy. That's your top sire in the race, I would say, easily. This is another horse that, when it's trained by James Begg, all over the place, right? Turf races. Here's a 7.5 furlong where I got second place. That's pretty hot. Broke his maiden. The day was claimed, going 1 mile on turf. Now, since he's been claimed, he's been running turf races at 8.5 furlongs. Not sure if it's even comparable. Before that, we've got, a race here that looks pretty horrible. 6 lengths back, but 10th place finish. Over here, 15 lengths back, but 5th place finish, going 8.5 furlongs. But again, that doesn't seem like it's the right route for this horse. Down 2 classes, 14%. Route to Sprint, 7, claiming 16, all weather 12. There you have it. Yeah. Let me alt tab back over, start sharing some other stuff here. Yeah. I'm gaga for Radio Goo Goo. I think we're doing a Queen theme here. Is that what this is? Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo, something like that. That's my guess. Guys, I gotta start thinking about betting here, and I gotta start thinking about doing a screen share on something else. Woodbine video. Yeah, let's get that shared. There we go. 3 minutes to post. I got to start thinking about this a little bit deeper. I think I know what I'm going to do. Grab that with that. That sounds good. Skip over that. Just check out the payments here. So 7 is currently your favorite, which kind of sucks because that's the horse I think I've got on top here is the 7. I was really hoping to get some value there. It was 6-1. But I guess the public seeing what I see on it, Let's see what some of these payouts look like. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, I can deal with that. Okay. Let me just check out a couple more things here. I got a few minutes left here. For whatever reason, my formula is telling me, and I'm unsure why, that I should be looking a little bit deeper at Monet. I'll take that under advisement because strange things happen here at Woodbine. So I'm willing to go along with that. I'm going to play against the 1 here, guys. I'll tell you that right out of the gates. I'm playing against the 1. I think I'm going to go with the 7. Let me just price this out, and I will get you what I'm thinking shortly here. Yep. And throw in that, and then multiply it times 2. Multiply times 2? Yeah, why not? Okay. Time for me to get to the typey type, and then I'll get to some of your comments here. Let me press that magic button. Okay, so $2 exact key box, where I am keying the 7 with 2, 3, and 6. And that's going to be a total of $12, that ticket. So let me throw that up there real quickly. So I do like the 7 best out of this crew. When I look over the PP, I also like the 6 as well. I think there's something there. The 3 felt very strong to me as well. And my formula is telling me I should be looking deeper at the 2, not just for the name. But yeah, I'm throwing that one in there just because there's something in there that my formula is digging up that I didn't see right away. Even though on the surface doesn't look like some of those numbers are quite so hot, I'm going to start taking money out of the kitty here on the banner. If you hold on just a second, with 7 races, I don't feel bad spending $12 out of the gate, especially if we get a winner here. And let me unmute so you guys can hear all the great stuff.
Into gate 3. Followed along by All for Honor.
Nick, good to see you. Good luck to you. Hope you got a winner there.
Blinkers off for Lil Star.
You've got an exacta box win place in the 4-6. Good luck to you there. I'm just trying to get through these before the race goes off.
Just a Sunday Girl.
Favorite keeps bouncing back between 1 and the 7. Indeed, it does.
Last along is
looks like it's on the 1
Guru.
now, which I'll take. Good afternoon to Curtis. 1 with 3, 4, 7, 6.
Hopping into the gate now.
Rio Gaga, we went through that.
To the outside.
I think we're catching up here. We're catching up.
And they're set to run.
All right, guys, let's do it. Race 1. Cheers.
All for Honor restless. They're off. They broke pretty well. All for Honor dipped out soon after, however, is 3 or 4 behind them. A good beginning for Lil Star, and coming through to the inside, Cheat the Devil and Moet Monet to go to the front. And they contest the lead by a length and a half. Getting away now from in 3rd placing Lil Star. Easter Sunday Girl on the outside. A break to No Visor. 2nd last, Radio Gugu. And a long last, All for Honor's dropped further astern, is about 10 behind the field. These 2 have raced well ahead, and they're clapping on the pace. Cheat the Devil and Moet Monet. And they raced away by 5 lengths, and coming up sharing 30s to Sunday Girl with Lil Star the inside. The top 2 lead down to 3 lengths, but still out in front, Cheat the Devil, and leads by almost 3 parts of a length to Moet Monet, who's out wide on the track. Only 2 lengths behind them. Coming up on the inside, Lil Star in the center, Easter Sunday Girl.
The 7 to
3
move.
away, No Visor, pushed along, Radio Gugu, and tapped up 7 away last, All for Honor. 5/16 to run, Cheat the Devil got away by 2, but Lil Star's gaining some ground. No Visor making headway on the inside, and around the field wide goes Radio Gugu. They're finishing well. No Visor coming up to 2nd. Cheat the Devil got out by 3. No Visor gaining with every stride. Is only a length and a half away. Cheat the Devil, the danger. No Visor well ahead of Radio Gugu. No Visor threatening now and racing up to Cheat the Devil as they come down the stretch, and on the outside has gone to the front. And No Visor breezing away. No Visor is going to win comfortably.
Could happen.
Going on to score by about 3 lengths.
Not going to happen.
2nd, Cheat the Devil. 3rd, Radio Gugu, and 4th was All for Honor.
All right, there you go.
126.62.
317, it looks like, is the finish there. 317. I'm sure we've got some winners here. Yeah, sorry, guys. Couldn't get it home for you, but we'll get them next time. We'll get them next time. So let's see. Exacta box 1, 3, 4, 6. Definitely think you got a winner here.
3 is first, no visor.
I'm not sure how much it's
Second,
going to
number 1.
pay. Let me
Cheat
double
the
check
Devil.
on that. Getting the 3 in front definitely
7,
helped.
Ready Ogugu third. And fourth, 4,
Probably
all for honor.
not.
3,
$16
1,
on
7,
the 1.
4. Opening quarter in 23 and 2, half a mile, 47 and 1.
I'm going to turn that down a little bit
3/4,
there. Hopefully you guys
1:13
hear that turning
mile,
down
and
as
the
well.
over time,
So yeah,
1:26.
Jenny Mack, it looks like you got a winner there.
At the
James
second box,
1576.
1:32
Not there, not yet. Yeah, you got yourself a nice little $32 exacta. Well done, well done. Had the 2 to show, 2 just couldn't hold on. Just couldn't hold on. I was hoping for some magic there too. Started getting into it with the 1 and just faded back. All right, what else we got there? So Jenny Mack, and then Bob, let's see, it bounces back between the 1 and the 7. So here's one. Try key. So you keyed the 1. Oh, Curtis, looks like you were close there because you also had the 7 who came in third. So if it would have been a key box, you would have gotten it. I'm not sure if you key boxed it or not. Oh, man. Let's see who else we got here who has a potential winner. Let's see, we're talking about race 2 a little while ago. Top picks. Bob Jackson, top pick 7, 3, 4. You got the 3. There you go. That's all you needed there, right? You got the 3. We're talking about race 2 there. Ethan, I'm going to do a 1 for double, but I'm torn between the 4 and the 6 in race 2. Almost got that there. Let's see what you got here. 631/74. As long as that's all boxed, the dash in there makes me think that you wanted the 7 and the 4 to come in second. But maybe you got something there, Bobby. Maybe I'm not reading it just right. New comments down below here. Cheers to you, Bob Jackson. Didn't get a win there, but there's going to be wins along the way. Around the corner, along the way. There we go. All right. If anyone else has a win out there, Jenny Mack starting off strong. Good job, Jenny. If anyone else has a win, let us know.
Entering the winner's circle, no visor, which is success for the barn of Carlos Grant. This is the second time success for the filly, a 3-year-old by Cold Harbour from Little Miss Spending.
Quick look at that. Definitely stuck out to me. Let me mute that up on my end. Let's go back. I like doing the after action review here to use a work phrase. Let's see. Screen share is what I need to do here. Pause while I figure this out. Yeah, so if we go back here to the 3, did pop a little bit to me, right? Last time out, he ran 7 furlongs, was only 2 3/4 off. Went off at 52 to 1 odds as well. So that's why I boxed him in. I just favored the 7 more. 7 made too much of a late move. Yeah, probably should have favored the 3 simply because he showed that he gets closer to the pace, even right here, 4 lengths off as opposed to the 7. Just figuring out what I make a mistake on here. 7 showed that he was pretty close to the pace last time out, though. With the 7, alluring. Because he did certain things well, but then, yeah, you saw here, he fell back 8 lengths in that 7 furlong race. It didn't show that he was going to sit that far off. Yeah. I mean, there's certain races where he was right on the pace early on. Obviously, he's under a new trainer. This is the 3rd time out for him under this trainer. Last time out, he was sitting pretty close to the pace at the start in the first call, then faded 5 lengths back. So hard to tell. Maybe they did something wrong there. Maybe the jockey didn't get the start that he was hoping for with the 7. But there you have it. We're getting ready to turn the page. Hold off on that. Whoops. Was I not sharing? Son of a... Yeah. Let me go back to that again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I'm talking about here. So last time out, let's take a look at this race. 2 lengths off, 2 3/4 lengths off at first call, 1 length off at second call, and then finished the race 2 3/4 lengths off. So he stuck to the pace there. You see here he went off at 52-1 odds, which is pretty insane for a horse that just won in this race here. It was in a claiming race, 15K claimer. So yeah, I mean, in terms of class, I think he was running a bigger class that last race. Definitely seemed like there was evidence, right? And down here below, he won a 7 furlong race down here in June. Yeah, maybe I should have maybe I should have keyed him, but I wasn't going to include the 1. No way. Congratulations if you are cashing a ticket right now. Let's see here, and let me scroll down a bit. The next race we have here with 22 minutes to go. 1 1/16 mile. That is 8.5 furlongs in the inner turf. We are on turf. We're on turf, right? We didn't go off turf. Let me double check on that. Sometimes things can be deceiving here. We are on turf. Let's go, guys. Let's go on turf. Let's get excited. The purse is for 63.8K. Optional claimer, 40K. Inner turf for fillies and mares. Those are she's. 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races, or Ontario sired allowance, which have never won 2 races. I feel like this is a Riders Up Tim moment here. I don't see him in here right now. Maybe he'll be joining us soon. He is not stalking in the waiting room, but I'm sure he's going to be on shortly. As we wait for him, let's go through this. Reload, 15-1, Harold Ford. It's the jockey, Danny Yu, the trainer, Reload, the sire, hence the name Reload, Yeah, we're going 8.5 furlongs here. Last time out, this horse went 7 furlongs on the all-weather, where he sat 5 lengths off, 6 lengths off, 5 lengths off, finished 5 3/4 lengths off. Never really advanced. On turf, 7.5 furlongs, 8 lengths off, 4 lengths off, 3 lengths off, and got the win. That was a maiden optional claimer. That was his first win. Her first win. I did it already. Claim from the estate of Peter Buttigieg, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, here's the distance on turf. So last time this horse went 8.5 furlongs, it was in a maiden optional claimer. Started off 4 3/4 lengths behind. First call was 6 lengths. Second call, 3 lengths. At the stretch, 5 lengths off. Improved to 3 1/4 lengths off 4th place. Definitely a horse that has gotten on the pace in the past. Wouldn't call it a pace setter, though. Let's look at a couple other things here. Trainer, turf starts 14%. Hey, get off. Sprint route 22. Sprint route 18. All-weather to turf 9, routes 22%, and we got some jockey trainer combinations going on here, 33%. Jockey trainer meet for Harold Ford and Danny Yu in 12 races. Well, that's kind of interesting. It's a good thing to note. All right, moving on to Peace Posey, the number 2 horse, Cheyenne Kerr. That is your jockey. Tedson Holder, the trainer. Danish Dynaformer, the sire. You guys are making me say big words right now after taking a few sips of that pretty high gravity beer. Last time out on the turf, 1 mile. Start off 3 lengths off in 4th place. Fell back to 6 by second call. Fell back to 7 3/4 by the finish. That's not a good sign when you're stretching out here. Going back to all weather, going the distance of this race. Let's take a look at these. Sticking close to the pace, really close to the pace here at second call, falling back 4, falling back 8 by the finish. I'm really wondering if this horse can handle the distance. There is evidence it can, again, on all weather. When it broke its maiden, 2 lengths off, 3 lengths off, 3 lengths off, back by a head at the stretch, winning by a neck here. Kevin Nichols, the jockey. Definitely building up to that. Have not seen it since. Moved over to turf. This is the 2nd turf start for the horse in these last 10 races. Anything to note for the trainer? 5% when 45 to 90 days. Turf start 6, routes 10. Nothing really to note there. The 3, 6-1, Design Diva. S1 Flores, the jockey. Martin Drexler, the trainer. Very good trainer. Run Happy the sire. Last time out, similar race in September, much recently. 3 lengths off, 8 lengths off, fell way back. Second call, fell way back, 9 lengths off. Then improved, 5 lengths back at the stretch, 2 lengths off at the finish. And then before that, going 7.5 furlongs on turf. Then before that, going 8.5 furlongs on turf. Ryan Munger getting the call there, 3 lengths, then 5 lengths, 4 lengths, 4 lengths, and then by the finish, 2 lengths off in 4th place. Broker Maiden going 7.5 furlongs on turf. Starting off 5 lengths back, falling back 9 lengths, 3 lengths, and then charging up for a 2.25 length win as the favorite in that race. What else we got here? It's changed trainers a number of times. Looks like it's struggled. Yeah, it's over a year ago. I'm not going to look at that though. Some of this is interesting. It definitely seems like this horse is building up on turf. I love these 2 finishes here for Design Diva. What else to note here? What else? Trainer starts 17, routes 19, jockey trainer meet 24. Ooh, in 46 races for a positive 53 cents. Love to see it. Starship Serenity, the 4-horse, 5-1. Leo Salas, the jockey. Michael DePaulo, the trainer. Practical Joke, the sire. Last time out, maiden win, maiden optional claimer going this distance, but it was on the all-weather surface. Starting off 5 lengths off and then moving up, getting a 3 3/4 length victory. Starship Serenity. Before that was going the same distance on turf and looked really good too. 5 lengths off, moving up the 3 lengths, 2 lengths, and losing by a neck in that one. This is another very curious horse here. Sitting at 5-1, sitting right now at 7-1. Who knows what's around the corner? Look at this. First, second, third, second, and all going the distance. A number of those times on turf. Maiden win. Are 8%, 12, 10, 11. Okay. Not looking great for Michael DePaulo with that. Jockey trainer at meet, 13%. Definitely feels like a sexy underneath horse there. At 8-1, the 5-horse Lady Izzo currently sitting at 12-1. Ryan Munger, the jockey, one of the better jockeys at the meet, I would say. Siddharth, the trainer, one of the Attards, Higher Power, the sire. We got 5 races to look at here. One of the races sitting a while back is the distance and the surface. Yeah, 8.5 furlongs. Start off 5 lengths back, finished 5 lengths back, but at least advanced in terms of places for a 4th place finish. But the last time out on the all-weather, 8.5 furlongs, starting off very close to the pace, but fading back, getting probably caught with the closers there. 6 lengths off. Ryan Munger had the mount there. All right, what else we got going on here for this horse? 1 in 70, 1 in 70. Anyone stalking in the lounge? No, not a soul. Not a soul. All right, what else we got?
Maybe not in the paddock, but right here live and with you.
Maybe a soul.
Somebody said they needed some non-winners of 2 help here.
Yeah, you heard that. I'm glad you heard that. And again, I wasn't sharing my screen when I was going through this. I was just reading, which must have been thrilling for the audience. Yeah, there we go. No one said anything in the lounge, but hey, no worries. Lady Iona. Let's move on to Lady Iona. We're at the 6-horse now. Sahin Savachi, the jockey. Darwin Bonich, the trainer. Astern, the sire. This is a horse that's got 5 races under the current trainer, 1 under Jeremiah O'Dwyer. Was claimed off the first race. Last time out was the maiden optional claim win for this horse, going 7.5 furlongs on turf. Pretty much a gate to wire win there. At the first call was 2 lengths ahead, then 1 length, 3 lengths, 3.25 lengths for the victory there. This looks like a horse that might want to get to the front. If we ignore this race here, the 1 mile turf race, we're talking about going to the next race in June. 8.5 furlongs was the pace setter the whole way, and then let up for a 1 length loss there. Definitely looks like the horse can go the distance, even if the horse is the pace setter for Lady Iona. What else to note here? Let's see, winner in the last race, 10%, turf starts 15, sprint to route 21, and then jockey trainer for the meet 21%. 7 to Bay. Austin Adams, the jockey. Michael Mateen, the trainer. Silent Night, the sire. Last time out going the distance, but on a different surface. We're talking the all-weather. Started off 4 lengths behind, pressuring a little bit, 3 lengths, and 7 lengths, falling back to a 10 length and 3/4 behind finish. Never really showing much there down the stretch. Race before that, showing pressure, 2 lengths, 1 length, 3 length, and then falling back to 6 lengths and 6 3/4 was good enough for 3rd place, but still those lengths behind, not thrilling. Before that, a lot of 1-turn races, 6 furlongs here, mostly all weather. That is to Bay for you. 11% turf starts for the trainer, Michael Mateen, 14% on routes. Not exactly a great percentage on jockey and trainer for the meet, by the way. 7%. The 8 horse. How many we got in this race? How long am I
10.
talking for? 10? Oh, we're almost there. I can do this. Shade of Pale.
A wider.
Shade of Pale. A whiter shade of pale? Is that what you're saying?
Of course. That's the way.
All right. So what's that?
I said that's the way the song goes.
That's the way the song goes. I was just listening to that the other day. Last time out was going the distance we're talking about here, but did not fare so well, finishing 20 3/4 lengths back. Had little presence, say the comments. Is that right? Had little presence. That's all it says. No presence whatsoever. Yeah. Before that, actually did go the different distance and was on the surface twice. Fared much better. Was sitting 4 lengths off, 2 lengths applying pressure, 5 lengths off, finishing 6 1/4 lengths back. Before that, again on turf, 8.5 furlongs, 2 lengths off, 3 lengths, was pressuring, 1 length off. But then again, going down the stretch, fading a little bit, getting caught by that charge from behind as it goes. Previously trained by Chad Brown. Chad got a couple 2nd place finishes out of this horse at Tampa and Gulfstream before the claim happened from Stephen Shirkop, Jose Campos, Derham Chelier. Am I saying that right? Demar Chelier, the sire from Debawi. Ooh, interesting. Got a Grandpa Debawi there. Yeah, anything else to note here? 12% all weather to turf. Nothing spectacular. Moving on to Nina. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Last time out went the distance, but was on all weather, finishing 4 1/4 lengths back. Sky Schernitz, the jockey, David Cotty, the trainer, and Copper Bullet, the sire. Yeah, finished in 3rd place, 4 lengths back. Before that was on turf, going a mile. Moving up, moving back, moving up a little closer, moving up, 2 3/4 lengths back, getting a 3rd place finish. Broke her maiden a while back in September of last year, a year ago, almost to the day. Going 5.5 furlongs. Source has been all over the map. But maybe it looks like based on the last race, just how it's improved, but it kept bouncing back and forth. Maybe 8.5 furlongs looks about right. Difficult to say for Nina. And then finally, because I think we scratched out the 11. Yes, we did. Regal Moment, the 10, opening up at 3-1, getting Pietro Moran. Simon Stewart, the trainer, point of entry, the sire. Whew. Last time out, going the distance on all weather, 8.5 furlongs, optional claimer. Starting off 2 lengths behind, charging up, losing by a neck in that one. Looks like a pretty solid race line to me, obviously. In August, going 7 furlongs in the all-weather, starting off 2 lengths behind, applying pressure, finishing only 2 1/4 lengths back in 3rd place. On the turf we're talking about now in July, really applying pressure in 2nd place here, yielding a little bit, probably got into a pace battle, finishing in 6th place in that race. That is 2nd to last. And did go the distance in June. Abley was setting the pace with this horse on all weather, ended up getting passed for a 1 length loss in that one. There you have it. Regal Moment at 3-1 and currently sitting at, It just flipped over on me. We got 6 minutes to go here. Currently sitting at 4-1 right now. Lady Iona at 5-2 is your favorite. A lot of horses in this race, a lot of options, a lot of good options, a lot of value here.
I'm exhausted just hearing you go through that.
Yeah, it's a lot of talking. I mean, do we still have an audience? Let me ask that. Okay, we got 53 people out there. That's
Bob and
cheers
Bobby,
to you
what's
all.
up? Cheers to you both. It's cocktail lounge
Listen.
time. We are on the track. And while they're showing the horses, I didn't get to throw in my reference as Formula was talking about the 9. Nina makes me think of Nina, the German band, and 99 Luftballons.
Ooh, look at that. Oktoberfest.
Where'd I pull that from?
Yeah. Yeah.
But 99, and this is the 9. Is that a clue? Maybe, I don't know.
Is it really? Oh yeah, the 9 and the 19. Wow, that is an interesting tie. 9. All right, so let me just give you my numbers here in order. Yeah, if I were to go with the top play here, I think I would go with the 10 Regal Moment, the one I just got done talking about, especially getting a jockey upgrade there. But then after that, I do like Lady Iona. I'm not going to go into heavy detail on this since I just did the heavy detail. Lady Iona is my next play here. Lady Iona, obviously, sitting at 5-2 is your current favorite. And then I float on over to Starship Serenity, getting 5-1 now. If I were to give you another horse, I would float on over to the 3 horse, giving you 6-1 Design Diva. Not super sexy. I'm not exactly pulling out a whole bunch of like deep tickets here. I probably could if you're interested, but that's how it's
just let me
graded
ask you
so far.
this. Why the 10 on top?
Oh, why the 10 on top? Okay. So out of the last 3 races, picking the best 2 grades out best for me. So there's that. Last race, I've got it graded out as the second best race to the 4. So I mean, you can make an argument that hey, if you're talking about the most recent race, yeah, that comes into play. Jockey trainer sire combination, Pietro Moran, Simon, point of entry? Yeah, is the sire. I like the horse sitting just off the pace. That's usually a good indicator for me. And then obviously the in the money finishes, I like that as well. Was it 63% in the money finishes? Yeah. But I'm going to say that's my top play. I did tell the lounge earlier that Lady Iona was my top play. So maybe I should really settle on that horse. We were talking about that earlier when doing a daily double. If you're going to single on a horse, it's Lady Iona. Yeah, I'm going to go back to that. I'm bouncing back and forth between the two. I really do have a better score on Lady Iona, but I was looking at value on Regal Moment, if I'm honest.
Yeah, first time against winners after just breaking the maiden last time out, and that was at 7.5. Now we're going a mile and a 16th. You look at that one, and the mile and a 16th, and the mile and a 16th didn't hold on very well. It did break from the 11 post in an 11 horse field that day. So, but I do wonder a little bit about the distance with Lady Iona, and I was actually playing against her on top here, so I like seeing that she is 2-1. Now that we're going to be on the turf, speed's been holding as we've been watching like week after week on the synthetic here, but I think I want somebody that's maybe going to close up a little bit, and for me, somebody that I've got like a really big number. Believe it or not, it's the 3. I think the 4 is going to be off the pace and going to make a middle race move. But I've just got a huge closing number on the 3, and I think the 3 is going to be coming. So that's one that I think is going to be a part. So just figuring out really quickly here, 2 minutes, and let me figure out how we're going to play it. But yeah, and I actually do like the 9, believe it or not. The 9 was my 4th pick in this race.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah, and I like Sky getting up on that horse. Sky's if our friend Sean was here, he would definitely tell you that you always got to look at who Sky is riding. So
he's not here though, so
he might be soon.
Yeah.
So I think that's a horse that definitely underneath could have a say here. So
Yeah. All right. This is your race. I took the last race, and as you can see, it didn't. I didn't move us up, unfortunately. So yeah, it's all you. In terms of closers, the 3 and the 4 were my top 2 closers. I'll put that out there. 8.5 furlongs. Obviously, I understand, and on turf, I understand picking a closer for that as well.
Go Sky, go! Go Sky, go! There you go. That's my girl. Hi guys.
Hey, Sean.
Sorry about the delay.
No apologies necessary. Good to have you here. Pull up a chair, have a drink,
Ready.
no matter what you would like.
There you go.
We got 1 minute to post.
1 minute to post. I'll let you guys. Okay.
I'll get my finger over the pick is in. They're
Go
loading
ahead.
up now, Tim.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, me?
If you got your finger over it.
Oh, crap. Oh, over the button. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
it.
hit the
I'll show
button.
the screen in a second. I'll show the screen.
All right, so I just punched this in. $2 try, 4-6 with 4-6 with 3, 9, 10. That'll cost you $12.
There it is.
There we go. Now we get action.
You got the share? All right.
Hey, Mark, how are you, buddy?
All right, let me take that out of the kitty.
Formula, we learned an interesting stat the other night that Mark Crandall is actually the call.
He came in driving our horses.
bet. Yeah, his $2 bet the other night just turned the pages totally at Assiniboia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good night the other night, though.
We did, yeah.
Yeah,
Another
absolutely.
winning, another winning night on Trust the Profits.
you guys were nailing
Away
it.
sharply is
There you go.
Tabay,
On
and
with the
handy over
closer.
on the outside is Shade of Pale, and driving forward in the early stages, Lady Izzy's coming up nicely on the inside. Nina splitting them and going up to be third. Just behind the main flight, it's Regal Moment on the outside, and Shade of Pale's dropped in behind them. 2 lengths away, Starship Serenity. And as they turn out the stretch, Design Diva third last and Reload a second last. Peace Posey the trailer. But Lady Iona wanted that lead and has got a clear advantage here as they head into the backstretch. Lady Iona by 3 lengths. Tabay second, and Lady Iona's going further ahead now, 4 lengths to Tabay. A length away, Nina. On the inside, Lady Izzy, 1.5. Regal Moment picking up the bit nicely. Then Shade of Pale, a break of 2.5 lengths. Starship Serenity behind them. Design Diva second last. Reload, and last, Peace Posey. All alone,
Let's
Lady
go, Leo.
Iona, a half mile to run by 4 lengths to Bay. 1 to
Here come
Nina.
Leo.
On the inside, Lady Izzy. Regal Moment the outer. 3 wide, Starship Serenity and Shade of Pale the inside. Running home is Design Diva. A break in the field. Reload, and Peace Posey
46.65.
last.
Woo.
And racing along in front remains
Wow.
Lady Iona by 4 lengths to
8.5
Nina.
furlongs
Whiskey in
on
the
turf.
second.
Yikes.
Coming home around the outside side is Starship Serenity pretty well. In the center, Regal
Come on,
Moment, and
Leo.
from the back, trying to get around
make it
Lady
happen.
Izzy. As they turn, Lady
Good.
Iona's 2 length leaders still
Come on,
enough at the
forward.
moment to hold clearly, but Regal Moment's got other
469,
ideas
let's make
because
it
got
happen.
the inside beautifully. And
No.
Nina is now coming at Regal
Uh-oh.
Moment as Lady
Uh-oh.
Iona can't go
Here
on.
comes Nina.
Starship
Wow.
Serenity
There's
on
my
the
might have been
99.
right.
I gotta say,
Regal
it was a
Moment
sign.
got
It
the
was a
inside
sign.
despite being gate 10. And coming
The 10.
away, Pietramon with a very nice winning ride to score. Regal Moment a length. Nina second, Starship Serenity was third. And then Shade of
Hey, look
Pale.
at that bankroll, though.
I'm
Nice
I'm going
fish.
to change back to
One.
the 6.
43 and 2/100ths.
I'm gonna change.
I
back
needed you to
the
convince me.
six.
That's why I asked you why you like the 10 on top, because I kept going back and forth, and you know,
Yeah.
it was one of those to where I was
The
like,
winner is 10.
do I
Regal
like the
Moment.
10 or don't I like the 10? That's
9,
why I wanted you to
Nina.
convince me.
4 Starship Serenity was third. 8 Shade
But
of
yeah,
Pale,
that,
4.
yeah.
So
the
the
6
numbers are
did
10,
what I
9,
was
4,
afraid the
8.
6 was going to do.
Fast
Die.
first quarter,
Yeah.
22 and
Shout out
3.
Fade badly.
Lightning
Half
bolt.
46 and 3. The 3/4, 111 and 1. They ran 136 and 2 for the mile. The time 143 and 2/100ths on the second race.
Oh,
Horse feathers.
That was fun.
My top 3 in that race is 10, 9, 4, 8. Oh.
Yeah, Sean, what were your thoughts on this
Yeah,
race?
I
Way to
told you
go.
put Sky in there Come on.
Hey, I like the 9.
Yeah. No, you did. I know you did.
Yeah. Even if I gave you the 10, though, we still didn't hit second place.
Yeah.
Because we would have had 410, 410.
Yeah, but no, if you'd have convinced me on the 10, I was looking for
I
somebody to
know.
key.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Well, genius is after the race.
Yeah. I was looking between the 10 and the 6, and I was looking for value there. I had all three of them really close.
I didn't like any of them, and that's why I went with the 2x2, because I didn't like anybody enough to key, and I needed to be convinced that somebody was worthy. I see the 10, but I just kept questioning myself too much.
Happens.
Well, the thing about it was, had one race on turf going into this, and it wasn't a very good one, but it was only a mile, showed some early speed, but I did like the change to Pietro. So
yeah, same here. And I don't know what you saw in the 9. I did not have nearly the same thought as the 9. I'm gonna
Nina. Yeah. Really good third. 2 good thirds, so.
yeah, and the thing about the 9 was, if you look, the first race was a 6.5, and came from like dead last in the field to finish 6, only beating only 4. And then when stretching out to 2 turns for the first time, that was a huge jump in speed figures with a really nice third place finish. And I just thought the added distance would be good.
Yeah. No, you're right. As I was talking through that when you jumped in, I probably said something similar to that when I'm looking through this now.
And look,
it was one turn, and then a mile 16th, and then advancing through from stretch to finish, showing an improvement. We did talk about that, didn't we?
And she lost the snatch who's the stakes horse up there. So, yeah.
At the mile on turf.
Yeah.
Only by 2 3/4 lengths.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Snatch is a stakes winner.
So, guys, we can do this.
We got this.
Oh yeah. We got some decent fields tonight, and we got a couple of races we can beat some favorites. All it takes is one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Especially here at Woodbine, where
exactly
crazy things.
It's just happen. like looking right here, the 10-9 exacta.
Very honest performer.
Is going to pay $78.40 for 2.
Start to go to a second last time, and now
That's
win.
a slate pair.
Consistently picking up to now be into the winner's circle for what is the second time. It just
the 610 was the favorite. I just couldn't get behind the 6 on top at all, even though I know that's what I bet, because I was lost in that race.
Yeah, okay. The thing about the 6 is that it came really close in a maiden race at 8.5 furlongs, right? Leading the entire way, losing by 1 length on turf.
There we go. $78. The $1 try, $160. The $1 super, just under $1,000.
Yeah. In class all day, and then comes and wins the second race. Not a bad gig.
Oh,
Mr. Pietro.
Yes, sir.
Procol Harum rounding out the 4th there for the super.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
All right. We got the payout. Now we turn the page.
Gatekeeper, you do whatever you need to win, man. That's it. Yeah.
It can be so difficult, right?
Yeah.
Especially, and I said this in the first race too, when I was talking through with people who were, I think Ethan was talking about singling a horse in that last race, by the way. Yeah. We're going back and forth between the 4 and the 6, and some brilliant people out there did mention the 10, and I'm like, oh, I got the 10 on my top 3, blah, blah, blah. And at the last moment, I said I like the 10 and then switched back to the 6. But regardless, this is a very difficult course to set a single to, especially in a turf race where you've got 10 horses entered in. It's even more difficult. But Yeah, there's something about Woodbine. I think just so many horses are very even skill and
Yeah.
talent wise.
Yeah.
There's something about it that makes it difficult. I hit probably about 25% winners wise, and it's a challenge. It's not nearly as much of a challenge as like a Turfway, but with Turfway, sometimes you get some really big boppers out there too that pay
Right.
off
Yeah.
your entire day. You get a little bit of that at Woodbine, not as much, but it's a challenging course to be handicapping for sure.
Absolutely. Formula, by the way, congratulations to your Tigers moving on to the second round, beating
Always
Cleveland.
helps when we beat an Ohio team as well.
Yes.
Just throwing that out there. And I'm sure if your Boston Red Sox move on as well, it feels much better to beat that New York team. So I know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
feeling too.
Yeah. Curtis. Yeah, I know that. Imagine this, guys. 2 rookie pitchers in a do or die game for Yankees Red Sox has never happened before.
That's
I mean, how crazy is that?
whew.
And our pitcher hasn't even, he's the first starter in Major League history to start a playoff game not even 30 days after your first call up into the majors.
My gosh.
So,
Yeah, that is crazy.
exactly.
2 hours away. 2 hours away.
Yeah, 2 hours away. Exactly. Yep. But yeah,
Yeah,
Curtis,
playoff
that
baseball.
over looks pretty good, buddy. That looks pretty good. This could be an adventure tonight. This could be all hands on deck.
All right, Sean, what do we got in the next race here?
Okay, third race. Let's read the conditions here. We have in the third race, we have 7 furlongs, maiden 15,000. For maiden fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Claiming price 15,000, and we have a full field of 10.
Certainly do.
Am I taking this one, friends?
Yeah, we each have
Yeah.
one. I'm probably
Yeah.
going to drop after this.
Okay.
And then I'll rejoin you guys a little bit later from
Yeah,
some
sounds
parking
good.
lot in a parked car, looking very
Love
sus. A
it.
lot of people walking by. It'll
There
be
we
good.
go. Okay. Who
Good
wants to
times.
go first? Formula, who'd you like in this one, my friend? Who did the thing say? Who did your
Whew. Yeah, okay. So this one,
yeah.
I went back and forth on this one a number of times, and
This is a doozy.
I've got a lot of money picks here. Let me just put it this way.
Yeah.
So my top pick I'll give you is going to be the 8 Beach Cricket. So Beach Cricket is coming off of, this is a horse that's been running in maiden special weight races at Woodbine, 115K, went through a 250K stakes race. Did not look good in that race. Did not look great in the last couple maiden special weight races. Dropped down into maiden optional claimer. Was 8 3/4 furlongs back in that race, and then moved down to a 7 furlong maiden optional claimer. Did a little bit better there. Started to improve. At second call was 10 lengths back, moved up to 4 lengths with Abley. Moves up to Pietro as his jockey now. Kevin Attard being the trainer there. I think it's finally time for Beach Cricket. I had some struggles classing down.
Yeah,
but I think he's gonna pull it in this time at 6-1. This feels like a very Woodbine play.
Yeah.
My number 2 horse I'm going to give you is going to be the 9 horse Strike a Note. Has run twice already. Last time out, finished in 3rd place. 8 lengths back, yes, but moved up from 10th place, 12 lengths back, all the way up to 3rd place in that race. A nice little gutsy performance there for the 8 horse. Definitely showing some closing ability. So I think 7 furlongs, probably a good spot for this horse. 3rd race, got some stretch power there. I rated his last race very well based off of that. And then I'll be honest, I think that the look of this race, I'm not super thrilled with a lot of the chalk that's out there. I look at the 7, I look at the 1, I look at the 5. Maybe the 5 is like my 4th play here, but for my 3rd play, I'm going to throw out the firster to you there, the 10 horse, Tales of Mrs. Wild, the 10 horse.
Okay.
So a first-time starter, 24% for Michelle Love in 17 races. Debut maiden claiming in only 2 races, but she's 1 for 2. Maiden claiming 36% in 11 races. All weather in 108 races, 18%. I'm going to take a chance on this horse, at least as like a third play or something like that at 12 to 1. Currently sitting at 12 to 1, opening at 12 to 1. I just think there's a lot of things here that are good about the horse. 49 second for furlong, 49 second for furlong, 48 second for furlong. Those are the last 3 workouts. And then I think if I'm going to give you another horse here, if you want a 4th horse in a field like this, yeah, I think, I'll throw in the 5 there just because this is probably one of the more tested horses. 10 races, one time in the man. I'm not thrilled about this horse. I might even like jump over to like the 2 horse and take a chance on that as opposed to the 5. I think the 5 might get up there for a piece, but man, I'm tempted to take another long shot and take like the 2. If I go in order here and give you who I've got, it's going to be 8, 9, 10. I'm not thrilled with the 5. I'm going to throw the 2 out there. Screw it. I'm going with the 2. 8, 9, 10, 2. That's what I got for you.
Okay. Like it.
If we hit on that ticket, boom, we're paying for like the next lounge as well.
Yes, exactly. Amen. Well, a $400 bankroll.
Love to see it.
There you go.
Love to see it.
Tim, what was your thing, my friend?
Not nearly as crazy as that guy.
Yeah.
When he started out the first couple, I'm like, okay, I can see that a little bit, and you'll understand why here in a second. But those last 2, he lost me. He yeah. Lost me. But I will say this. I'm with Formula on one thing. The 7, who was a morning line favorite, is not currently the favorite, but is sitting at 7 to 2. I don't have it in my top 4. I do not like the 7 at all. Okay. So I'm against the 7 here. So I actually landed on, I don't like the current price, but I landed on the 5. The 5 was my top pick. I think the 5 makes all the sense in the world here. When you look at, we're going 7 furlongs on the synthetic. This horse has had a few tries, but the last one, it seems like that was a really good move forward. And if you look at the last 3, I'm going to just draw a line through those 2 turf races and look at the 3 synthetics. We're moving forward, and the last 2 at 7 furlongs have both been decent races. So we go back to Salas from the X-Man here, and I think that's a move in the right direction. But I think the 5 has a real big chance here. My second pick, I'm going to give you a price, and it's none of the ones Formula mentioned. I like Crumlin Trouble, the 3 horse here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And when you look, I mean, we're getting back to Fukumoto here, and he rode this horse 3 back and 4 back. And if you look at that race 4 back, that race wins this one. Okay. If he can ride her back to that race, I think that race could win here. But I do think that this horse wants to be up front, and potentially if he's got her up front, she might not hold. And that's why I think she's a better underneath pick. And I like the 5 a little bit more on top, because I think the 5 is the opposite. The 5 is going to be mid pack early on and going to be close in. And that looks like a better race shape to me to win. My third pick here, so formula like this one, and why I said I thought he was okay in the beginning. I like the 9 a lot. I like Strike a Note. And
yes, you're the man now, dog.
This is one who only has 2 races, right, and has moved forward pretty well in each race. So the first race, obviously, Green needed the race. The next race, that was a really good close in a 12-horse race, was 10th, 12 back, and finished 3rd. So was beating some, lesser horses underneath, was still well beaten, but the winning horse won by 4.5. But that was 5.5. Now we get a little more distance, and I just think that this horse is in a spot, 3rd time out, getting Flores back up. So Flores repeats. I think he's going to be closing hard, Sean, and I think this horse has a real chance. And then my fourth horse was the 8, Beach Cricket. And I went back and forth between those two as to which one I was going to put on top. This one has been racing against much better, was actually the favorite in the last race and just didn't do much. But I'm willing to give her another shot, but I do think it's more of an underneath play here. I just don't see Beach Cricket moving forward enough to compete with some of these others in here. Although, I mean, you look and you're like, what do you mean compete? I just think, just like we've said before, you look and some of them were made in special weights, even ran a stakes race, but did nothing in those races. So, and since dropping down to the 49 level, didn't do much there again, which is why now you see this horse at a maiden straight, maiden 15. So definitely should be better, but I like the 5 a lot. And I think the 3-1 is a fair price, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Curtis has got a tri-key 7 with the 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. And Gatekeeper's got a 7, race 3, 7, 1, 8, 4.
I just let me say this, Sean, as to why I didn't like the 7. Okay, so again, 7 furlongs on the synthetic. When you look at this horse, I'm just not sure. Those races 5 times has run the last race at the distance. I just don't think the horse has really showed me anything. The numbers really, I just think that could be better. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong line here, but just the one race at the synthetic and really, it didn't do anything. And
Fell back.
I'm not sure that this is a synthetic horse. I think that she's a turf horse. That last race was much better on turf. I'm not sure why she's here, but the connections make sense. Marty normally he kicks in about this time of year, but I'm just not sure he's got the horse to do it here. We'll see.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that horse, it went from Christophe Clement, rest in peace, to William Morey, and now Martin Drexler, and still looking for that first win. And it looks like it came close a number of times. A lot of third place finishes, the last one being 1 length off. Yeah. Curious horse, but man, it's hard to get behind him.
Bobby D's got an exacta box 8 with the 179.
All right. Good luck to you, Bobby.
8 right there.
I just think the money is because it's Drexler and Sahim.
There you go.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah. 19% at the meet. All right.
Sahim is the membrane.
What about you, Sean? What'd you like?
Okay. All right. Here we go.
All right. Okay.
In this race, I actually have a bomb in this race.
Yes.
If it's not one of the ones that we already talked about, it's like we've got the whole field covered.
Yeah, seriously.
And my top pick is the 2, Dancing Mary Marie.
My throw in at the end.
The other Michelle Love horse. And I will tell you why.
Yeah.
I will tell you why. This horse ran on September 25th. And Michelle usually doesn't run them back, that much. But that was a pretty tough trip. She was shuffled. I mean, just 5/16. She was all over the track. Okay. So she didn't do much running because she's a tough horse to handle. But now she gets back Ryan Munger. Okay. And let's see. So we look at the turf race. She didn't like the turf. Throw that thing out. Okay, but let's see the 2 races, the 7 furlong race that Ryan Munger ran with her in the optional 25,000. She was second, and even on the turf at 7.5 furlongs, there's Ryan again in the 3rd spot, right? So Ryan actually, she's a hard horse to handle, but Ryan works this horse out in the morning all the time, so he actually knows her. So to know. Surprise, she runs better with him. You know what I'm saying? So, and this field is an interesting field, but they're not consistent. So I'm trying a little bit, as you said, formula. I'm kind of your bandwagon. I don't really like the favorites. If they win, can they win? Absolutely. Do I like them? No. In terms of consistency, So I was the 2 on top there. And I actually did have the 10 fourth, which is interesting there. But I am but Tim's interesting horses. What were your numbers, Tim?
So I was 5, 3, 9, and 8.
Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. That even the 3 was intriguing. The 3 ran stretching out from 5.5 to 7 furlongs, but the horses run well, at least on the poly, much better than it has on the turf. So I thought that was an interesting horse indeed. That was actually my third pick. I was 2, 5, 3, and 10. Yeah,
Wow.
I don't think, I think this 8 with Pietro. I love Derek Chin; he's a great owner, and this horse definitely improved. I agree with you, Foreman.
Mhm.
But for and maybe with Pietro, he does definitely move up. The thing I like about Kevin's horses is they usually show like really good works before they're going to run. You know what I'm saying? And 39 is not what I want to see from a Kevin the Tard horse, like right before at this
Yeah.
level. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think Pietro could help this horse. I don't know if that's going to help him over like the hump. You know what I'm saying? But he could. Pietro and Kevin, you can't throw them out.
The one thing I will say about the 2 is I actually went back and watched that race the 2 was in 2 back, that Radio Goo Goo race,
Yeah.
which the 1 was in. The 1 finished 8, beating 13th length. The 2 finished 9th, beating 13 lengths. And the 5 in that race was 4th, beating only 2 lengths.
Right.
Or 4th, beating 4 3/4, excuse me. But Radio Goo Goo was in the first race and was a 2-1 favorite and was, didn't do much.
Right.
Now, I actually wrote in my notes. Now that was a better race. Obviously,
Right.
we're still maidens here, and that race was a claiming 7,500. But I actually wrote in my notes to watch what the 7 does in the first race as an indicator for those 3. But in that race, and I went back and watched it. In that race, to me, the 5 showed more and had more come at the end than the 2 by a bit.
You mean on the turf? That was on the turf, though. This is on the
it was the turf, but I'm just looking at the horses overall. But yeah, I think even moving back to the synthetic, though, is what I was saying about the 5, that I thought that that this horse had races that could win this race.
Okay, cool. No,
I'm not arguing against I'm not arguing against your pick. I'm just making a comment about.
But I have the 5 right behind. You know what I'm saying? Is that
right? I'm just making a comment about why I didn't like the 2, because when you said that, I mean, I looked at the 2 because they had some commonality, and it's another one on a pretty good drop.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So here we go. All right. So,
Can't wait for this race to chalk out, by the way.
I know. So it's gonna be 7, 5, 1.
No, this
8. And then
I'll be shocked and not cash a ticket if the 7 wins, and I'll be moving on.
There you go.
Exactly.
Let's see what everybody thinks here.
Fun.
Here we go.
Curtis has got a tri-key 7 with 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. Gatekeeper's got a 7, 1, 8, 4. Bobby's got an exacta box 8 with the 1, 7, 9.
Love it.
Marv is playing a tri-key 5 with 2, 7, 8, 9, and a tri-key box 2 with 5, 8, 9.
Love it. There we go. All right, here we go. Hit the button. I'm ready. All right, I'm rolling with the value. I'm going 5 across and the 2 at 11-1. I think Ryan's going to get this.
All right.
She's dropping, and I think Ryan knows this horse better than Xavier Ford. Had no idea what to do with her last time at all. And I think Ryan's much familiar and dropping down just like everybody else. Let's see if she can duplicate that second place.
I like this bet.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to drop off. I'm going to take care of some stuff here with the family, and then I will see you later for hopefully the last 3 races.
Sounds good. We'll see you then.
Sounds good, guys.
Look forward, buddy.
All right. Bankroll's updated.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Looks like a nice night up there.
It does.
We're also getting to the point, and I think this is an important point to make now, Tim, when we start getting to October, right? I know they run until like December, but we're starting to get to the point now. Hey, Nick, how are you, buddy? Always going right with the two. Let's go, Nick. We're starting to get to the point in the year now where trainers are starting to look towards the end, like what horses do I want to keep? What horses do I want to, kind of drop, they like in these big drops they're making, and in terms of like the last 3 months, what horses do I want to keep? Which ones are going to be running in the cold? Which one, you're seeing a lot more droppers, especially these days, So it'll be interesting just to keep that in mind. You're going to see a lot more of these drops starting.
When's a Woodbine meet over, Sean?
December 8th. I mean, so we still have a full 2 months, but I'm just saying I'm just saying from October 1st to December, you're starting to you're starting to kind of shed the what do I not want? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I follow.
Curtis says Anna over nitrogen. Keeneland baby. Now I can get away from there we go. James White.
Tomorrow's the day. It is opening day.
Yes. How excited, Tim? I was just going to ask you, how excited are you, my friend?
I am super excited. I can't wait to get through tomorrow because I don't get to go, and I'm normally there on opening day. So
I know you are. I know.
I'm a little disappointed I don't get to be there tomorrow, but I will be there bright and early on Saturday morning.
Tim, you don't sound very good, but
it's just my voice from talking all day. When you teach.
No. I was being.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get you now. I get
you. Is
you.
that right? Is that? I think you better just stay home and rest. Right? Is that?
Hey, Sean, I'm gonna call in and say I'm a little hoarse.
Yeah, there you go. You say I didn't lie. You said right. You said there was a little horse. Exactly.
I'm a little hoarse.
Absolutely. Mark's got exacta 5 with 2, 3, 9, 10. Good luck, Mark. They're just bringing the one back. That's very good. Yeah, call in and say I'm hoarse. Then they show you on the Jumbotron and say, I didn't lie. I said it was horse. That's a horse.
A horse is a horse is a horse, of course.
Exactly. He's always on a steady course. We're starting to go into the gate here. I think you'd agree. This is one of these races where I think you could have like 22 exacta possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody, if there's so many droppers in here,
Well, that's why I was saying earlier, Sean, is I thought the races were tough. I don't think it's as chalky as it can get up here tonight.
Yeah.
I think the races are wide open, which makes it super competitive and a little harder to handicap.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you can hit one, then I definitely think you can make a little money
tonight. Tonight could be one of those nights where you go 1 for 8, right? But you could still win $300 a head. Yeah, and still be $300 ahead if you just got the right, the right combo, be made exactly. They really are one of the best, and I'm biased with Woodbine, but I do say they really are one of the best in terms of putting similar talent in races together. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, which makes it so challenging. 0 minutes. Hey, Jenny Mac. How are you, my friend? It's got race 3, exacta box 3, 4, and win place show in the 3 and the 4. Ooh, Jenny. That'll be lovely.
Hey, for those of you that follow Keeneland Racing on X, go check out the Keeneland Racing account. You will see that Gabby, who is the new media director, the president of media there, I think is her title, director of media. But so she's doing a video and walking through the new paddock at Keeneland. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Miss Gabby Gaudet, now a full-time employee of Keeneland.
Yes, love it.
Well
Well done,
hired for
Curtis.
Keeneland.
Look at Curtis. Excellent. Well played, Curtis. Excellent. The one just getting to the group now. And beautiful weather tomorrow, Tim, expected, hopefully.
Yes, the whole weekend's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I saw Matt posted a little bit earlier that he had landed in Lexington. They're in for the weekend, and they were already at Spendthrift Farm doing a tour, and he was talking about how gorgeous it was today. The weather's just perfect.
Oh, great. Hi, Frank. Thanks for joining us, my friend. I'm from Boston. Tim's in Kentucky.
I'm in the Louisville area.
Yeah, Louisville area.
But yes, we're here every Thursday night live, Frank. Try to go ahead and like and subscribe the channel there, and that way you will be able to follow when we put our
all the
videos out. Should have the formula did today put out a video for a full field rundown for Keeneland this weekend. We've got doubling down at Keeneland this weekend. Should have a lot of good Keeneland content coming out.
Yes,
as the meet kicks off tomorrow.
All right, I think we finally made the gate. I think the one that's finally made the gate there. Okay, the 4 is going in. Let's get Robert Geller on the scene here.
We got Pedro joining us from Venezuela.
Hey,
Bienvenido, Pedro.
Arriving now is Frog in a Pond.
Frog in a Pond.
Uncharacteristic. Goes to gate number 6 as Frog in a Pond and Rafael Hernandez look for success for Carlos Grant, who took the first race on the program.
Just a reminder, Sean's got a $5 win play show play on the
Naughty
2 year.
Destiny comes forward for
15 to 1.
Savachi. Dance and Mary Marie to gate number 2, just behind the gate still with Naughty Destiny. Others out include Beach Cricket, the rider out the saddle of Noisy Girl, and the gate, Kirk Johnson. Dance and Mary Marie out to 15 to 1 odds. Tale of Mrs. Wild, the first time starter at 16 to 1. The rider out the saddle and the horse behind the gate, Noisy Girl, horse 4, who went in early. So a change of plan now for Noisy Girl. Stand by. Please take note, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, Noisy Girl, is officially a vet scratch
Late
at the gate.
scratch.
Is
Number
officially
4.
out.
Late scratch of the
Program
4th.
will be a delay.
Take them a minute
Noisy
to move
Girl.
the numbers in.
Now,
Everybody be moving in
late
one
scratch
post
by
position
order of the
from the
stewards on
far
vet
out.
advice.
Oh, you know what? They're just going to move
So
a couple
we had
horses
a
out.
Slight delay.
Well done. Do it
Well,
quickly.
a significant delay, really, with the shoe repair. And now there'll be a slight delay as Noisy Girl is out of the race.
Yeah. Luckily for Woodbine, they have lights, so they will be running races anyways.
Under the cover of darkness.
Yes, exactly. Woodbine has lights.
So the fillies that had gone in have been
There
backed
is
out from
no
the gate.
worries about that.
At the time of the scratch, Noisy Girl was around, well, as you can see, hasn't been officially shown as a scratch on the board, but is 19 to 1.
Oh, Jenny lost. Okay. Still got your 3. Bob Jackson's top picks are 3, 7, 8. Good luck, Bob.
Now they are reloading for this race with the
Now
scratch
they're
of the 4.
reloading.
First along, Frog in a Pond,
Frog in a Pond.
down to 8 to 1. Moving along, Uncharacteristic, Dancer Mary Marie.
She never likes
Naughty
the gate.
Destiny approaching now.
Let's get this
Favourite
7
3
up
to
the
2.
track and all
Crumbling
that money
Trouble.
with it.
Yeah.
And Rider Daisuke Fukumoto just waiting their turn to be called in. Crumbling Trouble, still out. Going up is Beach Cricket. Crumbling Trouble taking position, and
Daisuke.
Cricket out wider. Strike and Note. Right here for Esjuan Flores. Chestnut moves up. The
And
last
zero.
to the outside gate, tail of Mrs. Wild. Rio Amazing gate 5. Start coming up, they're ready. Locked up.
Locked up.
And they broke really well. A very good start out wide on the track. Strike a Note. Frogger dips out to last. Out in the lead. Strike a Note from in second. Naughty Destiny. And wants to go through and take over. And up the inside, Crumbling Trouble joins the mix. A line of 2 or 3 almost. Crumbling Trouble racing a little ungenerously, however. So Naughty Destiny clears them. Dancer Mary Marie, Uncharacteristic, and on the outside, Beach Cricketer next. Coming up the rails from the back, Frog in a Pond to join Tail of Mrs. Wild, second last together. And last, Rio Amazing, the early trailer. About 6.5 covers the field, and Naughty Destiny relaxes in the lead by a length and a half. Strike a Note on the inside, Crumbling Trouble as they go towards the 3.5. 1.5, Dancer Mary Marie and Beach Cricket. Frog in a Pond on the inside from Tail of Mrs. Wild. Uncharacteristic, and last, Rio Amazing will have to come from Absolute. Showing the way is still Naughty Destiny by a length to Strike a Note, gaining some ground with Crumbling Trouble. And Dancer Mary Marie off the inside, finishing okay from Beach Cricket, Frog in a Pond. And then came Rio Amazing, who's coming home pretty well and goes to the extreme outside. Top of the stretch, and Sahin Savachi and Naughty Destiny, the one to catch. 2 lengths to Crumbling Trouble, knuckling down. They're well ahead of on the inside, Frog in a Pond making ground. Crumbling Trouble coming. Crumbling Trouble proving to be more than trouble. And Crumbling Trouble on the outside has hit the front. Naughty Destiny the rail, and Crumbling Trouble goes away for Daisuke Fukumoto, wins a length. Then
Hey,
second,
Jenny.
Naughty Destiny from
Man,
Frog in a Pond.
I knew I liked that
Then
horse.
Dancing Mary
Good
Marie,
luck, Jenny.
1:25:21.
Good job, Jenny. Yeah, my 2 just didn't. She's just not. Thought with a drop she would wake up, and she didn't wake up at all. She's still asleep. 3, 7. What was it? 3, 7, what? 1, yeah.
3 is the winner.
3, 7,
Crumbling
1.
Trouble over.
Look at that,
Naughty
6,
Destiny.
12 to 1 to
1,
6
Frog
to
in a
1.
Pond, and 8. Beach Cricket. Numbers read 3, 7, 1, 8.
They knew.
First quarter in 23 and 2, a half 47 and 1. 3 quarters 1:12. Their final time 1:25:21.
Boy. And my 2 was up there early. I thought she'd run a big race, but Ryan asked her the question, and she's got really, wow. The 3 really came in on the 2. I doubt they'll do anything, but the 3 really did come in on the 2 at their start there. I doubt Ryan will claim though. Jenny Mac Nick is like she's right now is just like the Michael Jordan versus like the Cavaliers. The basket is like this big right now. The basket is just, I mean, she could just throw the ball over her head, not looking, and it would go straight through. I mean, that's how she's just on fire right now. The fire department is on the way. That's how very impressive. And 12 to 1 to 6 to 1. See, they're following her picks now. So now she's got to be careful. She may not be able to give her picks now because everyone's following it so much that they went from 12 to 1 to 6 to 1. So, yeah. Oh, we always take notes from her, Nick. I've hit a couple of things myself where I saw Jenny and I go back and look at the horses and you know what? It's not a bad horse. And I put it in and we won. So we always have to see what Miss Jenny Mack is saying. So congratulations. 6 to 1. Nice pay. Daisuke Fukumoto, who's riding better lately right now. He's been stringing together some nice wins. He's riding the tiller horses with amazing confidence, and it's really coming over to his other horses, which is great because he's much more talented than his numbers have been suggesting. And I think the confidence is back, which is great to see. He's a very nice kid. I always love to see him doing well. There's Alexander bringing in his horse into the gate, owner and trainer. So he's doubly happy. Pockets just got good, which is great.
13-1. 13, and she comes out at 6-1.
Nice win by Crumlin Trouble. Continues the good success of the meet for Alexander Padowich, owner, trainer, and for winning jockey Daisuke Fukumoto as they combine with this dark bay brown 3-year-old filly. She's by World of Trouble from Shaken. University of Kentucky in Kentucky bred the winner. Crumlin Trouble has now got a win on the board. And the result is official.
Look at
So
Jenny,
nice
1580, 540, $4. Nice job, Jenny.
540 and $4.
Great hit.
The exacta 37, 43.70.
Love to see that.
Trifecta $150.75. 3718 super $450.50.
Love to see
Consolation double 10-4, $690. The winners 10-3, $69.10. The pick 3 in the first leg, $241.50. And the swinger 3-7, $360. Big red turn on the 1-3, $13.85. 1-7, $455. Payouts on the third.
That is a question. Let's see. Thank you to everybody joining us tonight. 82 strong. Nice. What is exacta pay? 3-7, 43.70. Nice exacta with the 7 in the second. But we turn the page to the fourth race.
Ready, locked up,
Turn
and they
the
broke
page.
really well. A very good start out wide on the track. Striker Note. Progging upon dips out to
And
last.
we go to
Out of the
7
lead, Striker Note
furlongs.
from in second. Naughty
Down the
Destiny
job,
and
Robert,
wants
there.
to go through and take over. And up the inside, Crumlin Trouble.
Thank you, Robert. All right, Tim. We got 7 furlongs claiming 15,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. And we have the field of 7 all staying in, which is what you like to see. Right now, your favorite is the 4 McGill, for Darwin Bannock and Saheen Savachi. 36% on the. And this is the Cinnaboya shipper, Tim,
Yes.
coming in, trying the big oval here for the first time, which would be interesting. All right, let's get into this race here. See who our top picks are. All right. In this first race, okay. Interesting. I thought I had a bomb here. And look at the odds. My top pick was the 6, Holiday Rose, and I thought I was going to have another bomb here, but at 5-2, there's early money on my horse, and I don't know if 5-2 is a good price on this horse at all. I do anticipate that drifting up, but
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, but I just like the fact that this horse tried non-winners of 3 last time. And if you watch the replay, Tim, totally hopped at the start. I mean, lost all chance, complete chance. Right? And but against 15 in his non-winners of 2 the time before, he won with Ford, and now he gets Keve. He's 2 for 4 at Woodbine, so he has won races here, and I think if the fields up front are not if there's some pace up there, I think Keve can close in on this field. So the 6 was my first pick. The second pick I'm going with was the 4 McGill, and interesting in that race, the 4 was 3-1. My 6 was 12-1, but I really think that hop gave him no chance to run. McGill, though, very impressive second place finish here. Used to be trained by Kevin Attard. Has definitely found the right group in the sandbox, and Saheen just missed last time, and with this horse, and sees fit to ride again, which I think is a huge feather in his cap, which is great. And so that is my second pick, and the third pick would be the 7 Bravo Kate, Sid Attard, Rafael Hernandez, dropping to a more realistic spot. The turf didn't like the turf at all, but even very even fourth versus posturing and adapted and proud running there versus 23.5, and is going back from mile 16 to a 7 furlongs. And does have a second 2 start, so I think this horse could be interesting on the drop. So I was 6, 4, and 7.
Interesting with the 6. I'm going back and looking at that one because I don't really have the 6 as a factor at all. So
Okay.
I don't want to discard that. And I'm
No.
But so far, here we are. We're in the 4th race. We've had 3 races so far, and I said that I thought that this was a night that we could beat a lot of these favorites, and so far I've tried in all 3 races. This was the one that I wasn't going to do that.
Okay, yeah.
I was all over chalk in this race, and I couldn't even find one that I liked underneath that I wanted to add. I was pretty much how I thought the odds would play out on the board, and that is I had the 4 McGill on top. This is one, as you mentioned, was at Assiniboia, did run in the Oaks there. It's just kind of funny, Sean. You look at the 4 races at Assiniboia, didn't really do much. 2,
right.
3 4th place finishes, but didn't do a lot there. But came back to Woodbine and immediately, was a factor in that last race, just missing in that race. And I think that was at 6.5, and now we're coming back and going 7.
Right.
I think that she's got a big shot in here, and I like her a lot on top. My second pick in here, I went to the outside, Bravo Kate. I like Rafi getting up again on this one. If you look, here's what I was seeing with this one. So again, we're going 7 furlongs on the synthetic. Last time out, just put a line through that race. They went a mile on the turf. The race before that, they were 2 turns a mile and a 16th, and pretty even all the way around, right?
Yeah.
But when you look at all of the races as of late, before that, a mile on the turf, even back to last year, a mile and a 16th. But
yeah,
I think if you go back to the races to where this horse ran 7 furlongs, those 2 races, 1 second place finish are pretty competitive. And you got to go back a little bit. But I think that this horse, I think she's rounding into form a little bit. I just completely lined through that last one, and I think she's got a shot underneath here. The other thing was they took a little break. If you look, June, July, 2 races in August. Now they give her a little bit of a break, and look at that 21 September work. That's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
59 and 3, 5 furlongs, best of 37 for the day bullet. So I like the sharp work off the short layoff. I think that Rafi will have her right there as early in the race. I just not sure that she holds on. I like McGill a little bit more, setting off the pace than Saheen closing up there. But I do have 4 and 7, and then I went to the horse that I think would potentially be the third, although is a little further back right now, and that's the 3, My Cash Factor. This is one that I just think that this horse is just moving in the right direction, right? Each time out over the last 3 races has gotten better, moved up off the claim last time out. But here's the other thing. I mean, this horse really hasn't run the distance, has been, 6.5 on the turf, then 6.5 on the synthetic. But the last 2 have been going the other direction, 6 and then 5.5. But in that 5.5, the last time out was closing up really good with Ably up. So now the stretch out, I think she's going to love the stretch out here, and she's definitely going to be a factor late. So I would include her underneath for sure. Cheyenne Kerr getting up on the ride.
Sure. Yeah. Did you notice something interesting? Who the owner of the 4 is? Wendy Anderson.
Wendy Anderson, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Assiniboia for sure.
Assiniboia horse through and through.
Owned by an Assiniboia trainer, and she sends the horse to another trainer at Woodbine.
Yeah, right. Is that
pretty funny?
Holiday Rose looks pretty good. At least on her toes. Bobby D's got 4-7 with 5-2-1. Good luck, Bobby. Exact the box. Marks is the 6 is the biggest payout in the double. That is a very valid thing where you might question that for sure. Oh, Frank, been going for 56 years. There you go. Oh, old Greenwood racetrack. My friend Garrett Garnett Barnsdale's favorite track of all time, Greenwood. Jeff Bright, a whole bunch. They have all. Whenever I go up for the King's Plate or anything, I always hear great stories about Greenwood racetrack. Everybody loved it.
All right, Sean, you know what time it is?
Mm-hmm.
Riders up!
Get the riders up. Get the horses on the track. Let's get this thing going.
Yes.
Start heading the other way with the bankroll here.
And look at this. They're singling the 4.
Single the 4 in their pick 4.
Pick 4. Yep.
I agree. I think the 4 is a single here.
Yep. I think he's very tough. Very tough indeed. Thank you to everybody joining us tonight as always.
73 watching right now.
Love it.
We have more people on Tuesday night in at Assiniboia.
I know.
We were like 300.
There we go. And a beautiful night up there. Coming down that hill. I've walked that hill, many a time. Up and down. So it's pretty cool, Tim. To the left here of where they're coming down, there's a stairway that you just climb up, and it goes right to the front of the track.
Wow.
And then you're literally, when you get to the top, you are right next to the outside turf course. Bobby D, you going to be watching the Yankees Red Sox tonight? First time ever 2 rookie pitchers starting for the Red Sox and Yankees. Never happened before. for those two teams. Look at that. The consensus for.
Yeah, I that's why I said I thought the 4 would be really tough here. always looking to beat the favorites. I just not going to try it this race.
No.
I kind of agree with everyone there. It's like, let's put the 4 on top and figure out what's under that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Six minutes to post.
Yeah.
All right. We see your picks. Let's go. We've had time to study them, memorize them.
Let's see the horses.
Let's see how long we got to look at the fact that there are no changes.
Yeah.
Take a lot of time.
Funny story, Tim. The last out of the Red Sox Yankees game last night, it was a deep fly ball to right field, right? And so you see the camera go up, and he makes the catch, and they show all the fans, right behind the wall jumping because the Yankees won the game, right? And who's right there but Junior, Alvarado, Kelly, and the 3 kids right there jumping up, ecstatic. So I messaged him. I said, "Congratulations! We'll see you in Game 3."
That's funny.
I said, "Wait a minute! I know those people." Junior's son, Adrian's quite the baseball player. He's very good. All right, 5 minutes to post, folks.
Where's Junior riding this weekend, Sean?
Kentucky.
Is he on Keeneland? Because
I know maybe in New York. Let me think here. I should know this.
I was trying to look Saturday, and I don't remember. I didn't even handicap tomorrow's card because I'm not going to be able to be there.
Sure, yeah.
And but Saturday, I'm more than halfway through the card, and
he's not there. Yeah,
I don't think I saw him on anything.
Yeah, he may be in New York. Let me check. I can tell right now. Hold on, because I got his thing right here. Let me see. I always know where my boy is. I've been busy with work, but I can tell you right now where my boy is. There we go. That right up. There we go. Junior, sir. Junior on the 2nd, which would say was at Aqueduct. On the 3rd, he is at Aqueduct. That's Friday, and he's at the Big A all weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
He probably stayed there because everybody else is in Kentucky. So
yeah. He's got 2 big mounts there. He's got Lovely Christina in the Grade 1 Frazette, and Quiet Street, who could be a real good one, in the 8th race. The Miss Grillo.
I mean, the Saturday card at Keeneland has 5 graded stakes. There's 2 grade 2s followed by 3 straight grade 1s.
Right. And even Aiden has his horse, Diego, coming in. Diego Velasquez coming back to America.
We got the $1.3 million Cool More Turf Mile coming up Saturday.
You'll find this funny, Tim. A person came up to me and he said, actually at Parks, he said, we love your show. My wife and I always watch your show with you and Tim. And I said, thank you very much. And he said, why isn't your boy Junior down here for the Parks Derby? And I looked at him. I said, I think he's got a 3-year-old. He's probably going to stay. I don't think he needs to be riding in this race.
Yeah.
And they both laugh. I said, he's kind of got a 3-year-old he's kind of sticking with. I don't exactly. He's not going to be.
Yeah, he's got his eye on the prize for
exactly.
Breeders'
Bob
Cup.
Jack.
All right, Sean, let's just go ahead and do
Take it
this
out.
here. All right, Sean, I've got a strong opinion here, and I'm just going to back it up with a strong bet. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I think the 4 is a solid key here. So I'm going to play a $5 trifecta. You heard it right. A $5 trifecta key, and I'm keying the 4 with the 3 and the 7.
Love it.
To me, I think it's a 3-horse race. Those two battle it out underneath. But I'm just going to play 4 with the 3-7, $10 wager. See if we can bring this one home. It'll be a little thin, but since we'll have it for $5, that'll make it worthwhile.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There they are right there. Look at it right there. 4, 3, 7.
Boom. Exactly.
Stop the race.
Get back out front there, 4.
I think the 4 had a nose in front right there.
And then Jenny Max got exact the box 3, 4, 6 and winning place in the 3 and 6. Good luck. If 3's closing, well, how does 6 get out in front? There's your 7 right there. Thank you to everybody joining us tonight. Yeah. And Tim, will you be doing a video this weekend, Tim? And probably
not for this weekend, but I'll be doing a few next week for next weekend.
Yeah. And you haven't looked at Saturday's card yet, or have you?
Yes, Saturday's the one that I'm working on. I'm not all the way through the card, but there are 11 total races on Saturday, and I'm 7 races in.
Wow. There you go.
But like I say, there are 5 graded stakes.
Yeah.
Races 6 through 10 are all graded stakes.
Wow. Okay. Very impressive. Love. That's the type you love right there. And we're getting towards the starting gate here. Good luck to everybody. We'll put the sound down here.
Gill.
There's Robert Geller.
4 for the barn of Dawabanak. Twisting Pistons coming in. For Lutucci, and the last 2 are Holiday Rose and Bravo Kate.
Bravo Kate.
Kevin Nichols, Holiday Rose is set, the last to join. Rafael Hernandez, Bravo Kate. Field is set to run. Lock. They're off. Good start for Bravo Kate. Came out in front with Twisting Pistons and McGill rushing through in the center. And as they settle into stride, the new leader is Twisting Pistons. And driving up between runners goes My Cash Factor from Holiday Rose. Over on the inside early on, it's moving to the country towards the tail end. And last in the center is Cinnamon Bits. Not too much between them, about 5 lengths at best, and showing the way. Twisting Pistons leads out by 3/4. Up in second is Bravo Cape. McGill tucks in for third. My Cash Factor moving forward the outside. A length Holiday Rose. And nudging up between runners, Cinnamon Bits with movement to the country on the inside. Little change, Twisting Pistons in the lead by almost a length to Bravo Kate. On the outside, My Cash Factor, tucked away still McGill. And then a swarm of them. In the center going through now, move it to the country. Cinnamon Bits the outside, and widest is Holiday Rose. As they head inside the 3 furlongs, Twisting Pistons quickens in front. Twisting Pistons the leader. A length and a half to Bravo Kate, pushed for the first time as the leader gets away. Up the inside, McGill running on now. Off the track, Holiday Rose, and turning for home, Cinnamon Bits the center. It's Twisting Pistons in front. The danger's going to be McGill, who's coming dangerously now off the inside. The leader remains Twisting Pistons. 2 lengths got away, though. McGill is running home strongly, is still running in behind this leader a bit. We'll go to the inside. Twisting Pistons in front. McGill up the rail. Twisting Pistons in front to the wire. And Twisting Pistons just too good for them. By almost a length to McGill. 4 away, Bravo Kate
Oh
on
my
the
goodness,
outside.
500,
Cash factor from
473,
Cinnamon
just like
Bits, 125.85.
I've got my trifecta. They're just behind the winner.
Yeah, I know. I know that. That. Look at James White is winning place on the 5. Good job, bud. Nice job, James White. Yeah, who was the 5? There was
Number 5 is
Twisting
first
Pistons,
Twisting
Ryan
Pistons, second for
Todd.
McGill, third number 7, Bravo Kate,
The
and
drop
3,
down did him good.
My Cash Factor was fourth. The numbers of
He
5,
just
4,
gave him the
7,
slip.
3. Opening quarter was
You could
You know,
tell.
it goes back to what I was
4 and
saying though, Sean. It's just
half
like
and
when we were
49,
doing the
3/4
turf
from
races,
13,
you
Yeah.
gotta
time
find something in the turf
125.85.
races because it's just been a friggin' merry-go-round on the synthetic lately.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And you could tell the riders. Good job, Bobby D. Bobby D got the exacta. Nice job, Bobby.
Way
See,
to
James-
go.
James
10,
White
10 to
got
1
that.
on top. You gotta love that.
Great job, bud. Right here, folks. Bobby D. 4-7.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you try to go outside, try to go inside kind of thing. I mean, you're using up your horse there. So
Yeah. Let's have an anchor in the 5 at the start. Say he wiped out everybody. Other than Bobby, and Bobby D will lose. Exactly. So we don't want to do that. Because he didn't wipe out anybody. We want Bobby to win. Wilmer right here. Damn Savachi. Exactly. Ryan Munga is becoming quite the good jockey. It's amazing, Tim. Yeah, and you could tell those jockeys sometimes when you watch, right? Which is funny. You watch and then you see like you almost think that they're going to win. You know, like they're waiting for that 5 to stop, and they're riding like he's going to stop, and he just doesn't stop. You know.
in the zone here. Twisting Pistons has now won back-to-back. In fact, has won 3 times at the meet. The 3-time winner here, Twisting Pistons, continues success for Ryan Munger, who's picked up a double here tonight. And Siddharth
Ryan
trainer.
Munga.
He also had the 3rd place finisher in the race.
Munga.
And it is
Good start to the night here by him. Yeah, the 4 tried, absolutely. Siddharth. If it's not one Atard, it's the other Atard. Then it's the other Atard. Tards around. I think McGill just likes to be second, Tim.
I'm not so sure. I didn't like the ride there at all.
No, that wasn't the best trip either. Yeah, no.
You know, it's been proven week in and week out. If you were down on the inside early in the race, you're just not going to close up. You've got to be outside horses.
Yeah.
Why do you take a horse that's in the middle of the pack down to the rail when you're outside early on? I don't know why you go down there. It's just been dead.
Dead. Yeah. No, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Sometimes you have to read the tea leaves, you know, and like what the track's giving you, you know.
Sean, we got a couple of interesting spin angles in the next race.
Yes, exactly. Yes. There we go. And that next race, we will turn the page. And that is on the inner turf, 7.5 furlongs, optional 40K. Purse 63. 8 for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. An interesting field for sure. And 8 with the 7 is scratch. So scratch the 7. All right, Tim, who did you like here, my friend?
Oh. So I think there's a couple of things here. You look at the one and the one looks really good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I just think Cassie Pietro coming back on this one, that last race that just kind of really destroyed that field at 1.16 miles.
Yeah.
But we're on the cutback, okay? Yeah. And the horse has gone longer and he's gone shorter, but he hasn't done this distance at all. And as we've kind of talked about before, you know, that 7.5 is a little bit of a unique distance.
It really is. Yes, it is.
It's that in between thing. So yeah. I don't think that neither one of the early favorites here, the 1 or the 3, deserve this kind of low price in this race.
Right.
So to me, they're both play against. So I'm playing against both of them. And I am going to go to, here's one of my spin angles. I'm going to go to the number 5 for Catherine Day Phillips. And I just think that this horse has been racing against so much better. And if you look at 2 back on the turf, right, at 6 furlongs, I'm not even going to look at that last race on the synthetic. We're back on the turf here. That was a really nice second in there to Dark Screen. Yeah. And I just think that this horse, having run against much better, coming out of 2 straight stakes races, this is an easier spot. So I like him in here. And right now he's 11-1.
Yeah.
Adam's getting up, getting 5 pounds. Not a big deal with the weight, but just one of those things. And I just think he's got a real shot in here.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So then from that one, I'm going to go just to the inside of that one and go to El Cohete. Yeah, and I just think this horse has got some serious speed.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily show there on the form in that way, but this horse has definitely had some really good morning works, and I just think has a potential to be a horse that sits just off the pace and pounces, which is a much better opportunity than trying to close up right now. So I don't think the horse is a on the lead type, but I do think he can sit just off the pace. Getting Rafi back up. He's ridden this horse twice, and both of those races he finished 3rd. I do have him as more of an underneath. I like the 5 a little more, and then the 4. And then after that one, I think you do have to go to the 1. That was my 3rd pick. The 3 would be my 4th. But I have to ask you, just to run those back for you, Sean, 5, 4, 1, 3 for me. Yeah. But also the other spin angle in here, you've got the 8 Rapid Gray, who's a Constitution baby.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Absolutely. I love those I love those Constitution babies for sure.
Yeah.
This horse has not been running the style that, the fact that it's running for a tag to me says Mark is trying to lose this horse for Barber. Gary Barber is one of those great owners that really doesn't give it. I mean, likes his horses, but if the horse isn't running the way, he'll give Mark the permission to drop it, Yeah. And this horse kind of looks like one of those horses that doesn't quite seem to be in here to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not earning the $160,000 they paid for the horse.
Let's hope this horse hits the board, maybe, and then someone.
If we can get 40 for him, let's sell it.
Yeah, then we're fine. Absolutely. Yeah, this is an interesting race for sure. And
I didn't like him. I just thought it was interesting that he was a Constitution. And I mean, he's got solid connections. He just really hasn't shown much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this is an interesting race here. What I
I'm
do
just-
like about, yeah, and even I love the work two back by Kakoa on September 13th. You know,
yes.
that's a nice workout, followed by the nice slow kind of it's not 48
Maintenance work.
yeah, maintenance, exactly, but still 48.
Yeah, you get to, you know that's how I prefer to see it. Much rather than I'd rather see that than the one that coming into the race, which is a sharp work. I'd rather see the sharp work two back and then a
Yeah.
nice maintenance afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
There's Robert Geller.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's our man.
The number 2 Wagner.
There you go. There we go. Okay. So, and what were your numbers again, my friend?
So I was 5, 4, 1, 3.
Okay, got it.
I mean, like I said, the 1 makes sense, Sean.
Yeah.
I can see the 3 also. I don't have the 3 over the 1. I think the 3 also makes sense, but I think they're both too short for this race in this field. Neither one of them deserve those odds, and I just think that's a huge underlay, and I'll pass on that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an interesting race for sure.
Although 8 to 5 on the 1 is a much better price than 6 to 5 on the 3.
Yeah.
Also interesting, Cassie with 2 in here.
I know. Huh?
He's got inside, outside.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah. Starting to use Pietro a lot more too. Interesting.
Yeah, seems like it.
That was not always the case there. But
What's everybody like? Let us know.
Yeah, and more importantly, what's everybody drinking tonight on Cocktail Lounge Thursday? Almost the weekend. One more
Everybody's
day.
working for the weekend.
Amen. Does no one head out off the deep end, please? There you go. So beautiful card. And what's the temperatures going to be, Tim, for the week for Saturday?
I think it's like 84. Let me double check here.
Yeah. Are you staying in your usual spot, or you?
Yeah, I'm downtown. I'm not staying in my usual spot, but I'm downtown. You remember when you went in the Ruby and everything, and we parked in that garage?
Oh yeah.
I'm right there. I'm in that hotel.
Oh God, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. So Saturday's 87, Sunday's 86, tomorrow's 86.
Wow. Well, human. Okay.
It starts out the morning at like high 50s, right at 60s. So it's just like really nice weather. Cool in the morning, only getting up in the 80s, sunny day. It'll be gorgeous.
Yeah.
Of course, Sean, any day at Keeneland is gorgeous.
Amen. Amen. As I always say when I'm at Saratoga, my dad has always said the only thing worse than being in Saratoga is not being there at all. When it rains, is not being there at all. Same with Keeneland. There's Pierre looking good there for the old Williams.
Mark and Betty joining us from the UK. Welcome back in.
Mark. Welcome
Uncle
back.
Sully is sitting on a plane in Chicago wondering what my rant topic is for the day.
Coyote. There's one
There's
you
the
like.
Rocket.
That's the one you like there, right? Yeah, you like that horse.
El Cohete. That's my second pick there.
There's Cocoa.
I do like that horse.
Yeah.
I've got 11 to 1 over 8 to 1.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's get that home.
That'd be amazing. See how they look. And there's a 6 a little bit behind everyone. They're coming up onto the track. Bobby D's got an exacta box 3, 4 with 1 8. There's those famous Gary Barber silks. He won the King's Plate with both Lexi
There's
Lou
the Constitution baby, Sean, the nice looking gray.
Mm-hmm. Love those Constitution babies. They can be injury prone. Got rain in the UK, Mark, huh? Well, I guess someone thinks the 1 has a chance here.
I think so. But Sean, they all had the 4 in the last race.
Yeah, right. Right. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
One person has my 5. Way to go, Alyssa.
There you go. Putting the cocoa in there. I like it. 7.5 furlongs. Yeah. 8 minutes to go. Mark likes the 3 here. And interesting, Tim, someone said to me, he said, that he texted me, he said, I'm watching your show. Why aren't you showing Kentucky? I'm like, we're at Keeneland, buddy. We're not at Churchill. There's no Thursday.
Kentucky racing going on right now.
Yeah, there's no Thursday under the lights.
All the Kentucky racing will be taking place tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Right.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Gotta love it.
My hometown.
Pierre.
Cameraman likes the Constitution, baby, Sean.
Yeah, I know. He does. Very interesting. Okay. You'll be back in 1 second, my friend, as I ponder.
Sure. The 1 has dropped to 4 to 5. I thought the 1 was an underlay at 8 to 5, so I want no part of 4 to 5. The 3 is floated up to 2 to 1. Not crazy about that either, though, if we're being honest. I'll still take my 14 to 1 on the 5 horse. Seems like we've been coming out at about 10 minutes, but they're not showing the post parade for like 4 or 5 minutes after that. It's been really weird tonight. Look at the darkness there. It's like we need to hit the lights. Somebody turn on the lights. All right, go warm them up. Let's figure out what we're going to do here. This will be Sean's race. There's your 4 to 5 favorite. Fill up my wine. Mark Cassie with Pietro Moran up. The jackpot high five carryover, $16,800 tonight. So that will start in the next race, I believe, or seventh race. Seventh race will have the pick five, the exact five, excuse me. Bobby D has got a 3-4 with 1-8. Mark and Betty like the 3. What's everybody else got? Three looks really good. So Woodbine has a synthetic track, and they have actually 2 turf courses. There's an inner turf and an outer turf. The outer turf is actually being redone right now, so the outer turf is closed. But we do have turf races tonight. We've already had a couple of turf races, and this one is on the turf. This is the second one. I'm sorry. So this is the second turf race. I know there were 2 tonight, and then the last 2 races will be on the synthetic.
All right. Yep. The outer turf is closed until, and this weekend is the big Win and You're In International up there at Woodbine on the turf.
Nice.
$750,000.
Sean, I was just taking note while they were showing all the horses. The 3 looks amazing.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Pierre looks very good, and he fits this group to a T. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Frank says the old harness track.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Frank, that's right. The old harness track. Yeah, and you couldn't, Tim. It was so hard. Frank can vouch for this. It's very hard to see the horses, like, because they were so far out. Because and that's partly why they moved the harness horses out to Campbellville to Mohawk, because the horses were so far out that the people in the gallery couldn't even really see who was winning at that time. Curtis got a try box 1, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and what were just give me your top 3 again there, Tim?
Yeah, I was trying to beat the 2 favorites, and I try with the 5 and the 4, and then I did have 1 over 3 as far as how I like those 2 horses. When I handicapped it, I do think the 3 looks a little better. I had the 1 on top on paper.
Yeah.
So 5, 4, 1, 3 is the way that I was playing it when I handicapped it. But the thing about the 3 to me is, it's just been a bit since that horse went the distance. This horse been running 2 turns, so may like the cutback, and Sahin may just get this horse out there and win.
Yeah,
but he should have got the last one out there and won too, and we know what happened there. But we're 0 minutes, John, and going in.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm going to hit the button.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do a $2 trifecta box. 1, 3, 5.
$12 bet there. 135 for Sean.
Yep.
Good luck to everyone.
Split goes out to 6-1. Racing well nonetheless. Cocoa to gate 5. Just about in. Political Warfare has a big price, and another who is a last start winner is Kakoa. Steps in. Slay Jones, a Political Warfare go up. And the last will be Rapid Grey. Ryan Munger looking for a hat trick tonight. So the Mark Cassie runners bookend the field, gates 1 and 9 for the start of the 5th. Good field lines up here. They're ready to run.
Loaded up.
Off their race. Great start. Ridden hard for that early lead is Political Warfare and Philip May Wine. Political Warfare going out in front. Wagner's on the pace on the outside. Rapid Grey, followed by El Cojete. And as they take the turn out the stretch, second last Kakoa. Last early is Pierre. Going forward, Rapid Grey to take over, whisking to the front from Political Warfare. And a lot of changes here. Going to second is also El Cojete to share it with Political Warfare. Dropping in for the trail, Philip May Wine is now 3 behind. Another length away came Wagner. Kakoa's second last and 2 lengths away last Pierre. Trying to cut this field up. A Rapid Grey and Ryan Munger lead the way by almost 3.
That's not
He's gaining every stride. They're out by 3 again. 2 in third. Political Warfare. Kakoa has gone forward. Is over on the inside. Philip May Wine is now 3 wide and 2 to Wagner. And last is Pierre. They went through what was a fairly brisk early first quarter, and Rapid Grey continues to lead, but they're coming fast. Philip May Wine steering the pot now. Joins in into second with El Cojete. And up the inside, Kakoa. From the back, Pierre Satellite. Political Warfare's in the center. Wagner will come the outside. Philip May Wine
needs room, has no room, has horse and has run.
They turn the Cassie runners.
Come on, Austin.
The stretcher, 1-2.
Come on, Austin.
Placing is Kakoa. And is coming at them.
Come on,
Kakoa up to Philip May Wine. And down the outside is El Cojete. Pierre's flying home as well. Kakoa's gone on by Philip May Wine. Pierre up the inside, and it's Kakoa.
Get up 3. Get up 3.
Coming on to win well. The barn is running hot. Kakoa first. Second Pierre.
John, not
third
only do we have it, but we
Rapid
get my
Grey.
5 to 15 to 1 on top.
Time is 1:29:52.
13 to 1 off, excuse me.
What a great ride. Boom.
Man, I love that 5.
Me too. Zach,
I just wanted the 3 to get up for second over the 3 to 5 and have the 3 to 5 last.
Yep.
The winner is number 5.
Let's do
Kakoa.
it.
Let's
Second
go.
3 Pierre. Third 1 Philip May Wine, and fourth
There
8
you
Rapid
go.
Grey. 5-3-1-8. The opening quarter in 23-2.
The trifecta
They
here
ran a
should be
half in
pretty good
46
because the
and 4.
5-3
Three quarters,
exacta
111
alone
and
pays
2.
97.60.
123 and 1.
Wow.
Race time
Nice.
129.52.
So we're gonna have a really nice try here.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Way to go, Sean.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dan. Great job, Jenny. Great job, Jenny. Catherine Dave Phillips. Great job by Austin.
Yeah, I thought so. Exactly, Bob. It only takes one, buddy.
It only takes one, baby. Yep.
I was just looking to beat those other 2 and just thought that the odds didn't back up where they were. And I wasn't expecting 13 to 1, to be honest. I thought it would be a little lower despite the morning line being right there, but we'll take it.
Yeah. And the exacta for 2 pays 96. So
Mine says 97.60.
oh, 90, and there you go. Even better. Even better. Even better.
So yeah, so the try it has to at least be Well, it is the 3 to 5 underneath, but I'm thinking it's still got to be 200 and
yeah,
200 and change, 220 for 2.
Those are the only 3 horses I really like. And Pierre looked really good on the track. He looked really good.
Yeah, that 3 was coming up the rail for sure. Had a lot of late run. The 5 just got the jump because the 3 was dead last. Saheen had that horse dead last.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, 3 was full of run. He was full of run there.
I almost did that one bigger, but I just followed along, Sean. I got the $2 just with the rest of us.
Yeah. Yeah. And that should be just fine. Let's see if Catherine's in the winner's circle. There's Angel, her great assistant trainer, one of the best on the ground, best assistants on the ground.
So, Catherine, we said thanks.
I will. I will. I already sent her a message saying, woo! Thank you, Felipe. How are you, buddy?
What's up, Felipe?
A really impressive win by Kakoa. And Kakoa is a bay gelding.
Hello,
Did you see that formula?
Hello.
Reload from Henley Hill.
Check this
Raced
out.
by Mark Dodson. Raced by Essendar Shevsky.
Hey, those are our numbers.
Those are our numbers.
Those are our numbers.
Well done.
With the
run of success as
13 to 1 5 on top.
And
Oh
likewise,
my
Austin
God!
Adams
Oh
with
yes.
a nice
So
victory
the
here.
exacta pays
Kakoa
100, and we have a
was the
$2
winner.
try.
That is win number 3 in 12th start. So Kakoa's record now.
That's
reads 3
big.
wins, 3 seconds and 2/3.
Guys, we're gonna win tonight. I have a feeling.
Only winners in the round.
Oh yeah, for
Only
sure.
winners. Well, I'm glad I didn't jump on and give you my opinions. What was that, race 5?
Yeah. That
Yes.
was race.
I had the
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
I had the one, but I had other horses. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, the 1 and the 3 were big favorites, and that was just my position that I thought they were huge underlays, and the 5 was my top pick, and then Sean boxed them
Wow.
up. They were the 3 that made sense and made the great bet and brought it home.
That is a nice slim play too. I mean, a trifecta box with 3 horses on a 50 cent that costs you 3, and I know you did it for $2 because I was listening.
Yeah.
But that's a really good efficient play because a lot of times we try to box 4 horses, key 1 to save yourself like a quarter of the money. Woo, that's gonna pay, baby. Look at that.
With the 3 to 5 and third, too.
All right, what is
I was guessing about 220.
Yeah.
220? It's with 3 to 5 below. I'm gonna guess 120. I'm gonna say that
the exacta is 100.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm still gonna say 120 just because
For
you're so
$2?
chalky.
For $2 or 1.
Well, oh, for $2. Well, see
Yeah,
now
we
I'm
were
confused.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what is it for a $1 exacta box?
50
$1.
for 1.
$50.
50 for 1. Yeah.
Okay, so for a 50-cent try on that, I'm gonna say it's 55.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which would
there you
be
go.
200.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Okay.
Oh yeah. I guess it would be. Yeah. See, I gotta get down to the right ratios. That's what it comes down to. Yeah. Okay. So I'm saying 220 essentially. Okay. Wow. Yeah, because that's lowballing it, given that the chalk is in 3rd place.
I'm going to guess that we're not going to get as much. It's only going to be like 160, 140.
Yeah. That's fair. Oh, there we go.
80.
Yeah.
160, 140. And I only said that being funny because I already
Races,
checked it in my
Kakoa has
ADW and it
returned
just posted it. That's low.
$28 for the win.
Whoa.
$9.50 to place and $3.50
97.60 on the
exact
exact.
5-3,
But
$97.
yeah, that's a little low for sure.
$80,
Yeah, it's a
70
little low.
Super 5-3, 180.
But I will say this: I'm sure a lot of people
$231.65.
use the 3 and the
A pair of
1
fives
sprinkled
in the double,
everywhere. I'm just saying, so I'm sure.
355, pick
You know what I'm
3,
saying?
$1,148.10.
That'll work.
Swinger
That will work.
3-5,
That will
Oh yeah,
255,
we'll take that. We'll
285,
take that.
1-3,
Yeah.
$1.45.
Let me
Absolutely.
Payouts
update the
on the
bankroll
fifth.
here.
Yeah. Good job, everybody.
Did you play the big win drop? Did you?
We did.
Huh?
Let's
No.
do that while I add it up here. We ready?
Baby, look at me. Look at me.
We got one!
Your money, and you know what else? You're a big winner tonight.
We specialize in making stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks.
You're a big winner. I'm gonna ask you a simple question. I want you to listen to me.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Who's the big winner here tonight at the casino? Huh? Mikey. That's who. Mikey's the big winner.
Sean's a big winner.
Way to go, Mikey.
Good job, guys.
$200.40. The bankroll is doubled, and
Awesome.
we got 2 races to go.
I bet could go across too. So that was wow. 950. Nice.
Woo. Indeed, indeed.
Good job. Okay.
Off their race. Great
One minute,
start.
you want to race, my friend?
Leaders.
I'll take
Political
one,
warfare
sure.
followed by
Yep,
wide.
sure.
Political
Okay.
warfare going out in
Sixth
front.
race
Wagner's on the
coming up
pace
here,
on the
my
outside.
friend,
Rapid Grey,
is,
followed by El Fajete. And as they take the turn out
maiden,
the stretch,
mile
second last
16
Cocoa, last early is
on the
Pierre.
Tapita.
Going forward, Rapid Grey to take
maiden
over. Whisker to the
10,000
front from Political
for
Warfare.
maidens, fillies, and
a lot
mares,
of changes
3-year-olds,
here.
and
Going to second is also El
three-year-olds.
Cajeta to share it with Political Warfare. Dropping in for the
Can we
trail
turn the
for
volume
high
down
one is
on the
now
video?
behind.
Yeah,
Another length of the way
sorry.
came Wagner.
No problem. Whew.
Goodbye, Robert. There you go. Okay.
Maidens,
Sully.
32.
Okay. Our bankroll is now at $200.40. There you go. Love it. Love
That's
it.
some money.
All right. Baby, I got your money. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. Here we go. Return to race 6. All right, Tim, I'll let you go first, my friend. Who did you like here, bud?
Well, I'm just going to say this. It's not the 9 to 5 7.
All right. I like it.
So
Sweet.
once again, I tried to go away from the favorite here, and I just didn't like the favorite on top. I thought in this maiden race that it was pretty wide open. So I was trying to look for a little bit of something here. And I think you can make a case for quite a few, but the one just makes the most sense for me.
Yeah.
And can we get the Catherine Day double, Sean? So,
Ooh.
so this is her horse as well.
Yeah,
And
way
I-
down the ladder. Yep. Yep.
And I just looked at that, but I think we had this horse once before,
We did. Yes.
and I think it was that one a couple back, and it's just like that race. I thought that this horse was positioned well and was going to close.
It was
but didn't.
just, yeah. Don't know if this one really is a runner,
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think the stretch out helps this horse. You look at the sprinting and it looks like the horse is backing up, and people may disagree and think, but it's a different race shape because that's a 1 turn and this is a 2 turn. I think that's what this horse wants. And basically the numbers were better at the 2 turns. And if this horse runs those 2 turn numbers that she ran last year, I think those numbers are good enough to win this race for sure.
Yeah.
The 7 makes sense, and there are some things there to like, but I can't figure out where this horse is going to be and how this horse is going to approach the 2 turns for the first time. So, and not only do they go 2 turns, but this is one of those occasions, Sean, to where it's like I don't like when we do more than one thing new at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. So we're taking the blinkers off. We're going 2 turns for the first time. I just think that there's a lot for a maiden, and it's almost like we say a bunch of times when you're doing all those things and you're just trying to win, it's because you don't know what to do to win.
Yeah.
So I don't think the horse, by any stretch of the imagination, needs to be 4 to 5, which it was a minute ago, but 5 to 2 makes a little bit more sense. But I'm still taking a position against a horse, but I think you have to include that one underneath. And then I'm going to give you a little bit more of a price, and that's my next horse was the 6.
Okay.
The 6 Black Goddess. Routing, then sprinting a little bit, and then coming right back to the route. I don't get why they dropped down to the 6.5 furlongs last time out. That made no sense. But the races before that were a little bit better at 1 mile and a 16th. Getting back to that, underneath play only does have the 1/3 3 back at the distance, and I think is definitely one to include in the try. But when it gets down to 3rd, that's the one I landed on. But I could give you 3 more horses for 3rd. But I do think the 1 and the 7 make the most sense. I hate it that they're the lowest prices, but I love the price on the 1 because it's my top pick, and that horse is 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think, Sean, the 1 in our formulas, this is yours. 1-7 exacta just looks super strong to me, whether you box it one way or the other. And if you've got an opinion the other way, I wouldn't be against it, because again, we're talking maidens. I just don't want to take a really low price in a race to where nobody really looks good to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Okay, Sean, opinions?
Okay. My top pick here, I'm going for a little bit of value, and I guess not value, but I like the 4. Hey Niema, Johnny LeBlanc. This horse making his debut at her debut at 3 in October. I mean, they gave this horse a full time off. But you look at the race that it ran in, and came in 4th to Pickford Sweet, and Serenading Amy, and once again lost to Serenading Amy. 42-1. It was shifted, vibe between evenly. What I do like about John LeBlanc here, that he's having a tough meet, 2 for 35, but he brings her back. He's given her, look how many workouts she's had. She's had like 13, 14 work. There's some workouts. I know she's been working since so you've been keeping her working for like 5, 6. And Johnny loves to get his horses strong. So I think at a price with the drop, and David Moran, and for anybody who knows the David Moran LeBlanc connection, has always been a great friend. When John LeBlanc broke his back and couldn't work his horses, 15-year-old named Pietro Moran came up and worked all his horses for him. So the Morans have a big connection with the LeBlancs, and he's actually I think in the money, like 5 out of 11 or whatever with them. So I think this 4 could be an interesting play, at least for the exactas and trifectas at 7-1 versus this group. My second pick was the who do I have here? The 6 Black Goddess. I did like the fact that this horse ran a mile and 16th. He came in 3rd with Austin Adams against a little bit better, and passed some tired horses. If this group gets because the 7's going 2 turns. I'm not not crazy about the 7 doing something for the first time. I know it's Tiller and Soapy always take money no matter what they're on. But I don't think that horse, I don't like him around 2 turns. At least Black Goddess is dropping down, and did run a nice 3rd. If he runs that race right there, he'll be ultra competitive. She will in this field. And 3rd was the 1, the Cheyenne. She came, dropped back to 4th last time. I definitely think the 2 turns will help her. The question is, will she want to go the whole way? But she's more than capable. And Campos, who was really good for them last year, is 1 for 11 on this for her this year. So he's been a little bit on the struggle bus there, but he's a very strong closer. So I think you have to use her in the try. So I was 4, 6, 1, and 7.
Hey, real quick formula before we move on.
All right.
Todd's mom.
And I don't know why the 2 is 3-1 the morning line.
Bet on the 7.
But if he beats us, so be it.
80th birthday. How about that?
Happy 80th birthday.
Happy 80th birthday to Todd's mom.
There we go.
Happy
birthday.
exactly. Happy birthday to Mom. Curtis has got a tri-key 7 with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
You know, one thing about this race, as I was going through, it's like you look at the 3 horse. The 3 horse had one race to where in a 6.5 furlong got within 6 3/4 lengths, but everything else hasn't been within 20 in 3 races. Then you look
Yeah.
at the 4 horse has not been in 3 races, has never been closer than 11.5 lengths. You look at the 5 horse has never been closer than 13 lengths behind the winners. And it's just that's why when I went through the field, it's like we've got 7 horses in here. 3 of them have never gotten close to sniffing the board. It's like it comes down to 4 horses after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Intriguing group here.
So I'll give you guys my thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Number one, everything you guys said about the 7, I totally agree. I do not have the 7 ranked as high in my main formula that I'm using for this. There's a few formulas that do pull it in, but I mean the big red flags for me are this is a horse that we're looking at 6 furlongs. It goes up to 7, and it looks like it gets tired by the end based on the racing form. And now we're going up to 8.5 furlongs. I'm not buying that. So yeah, I skipped the 7 altogether. My top play here is actually Black Goddess. If you skip the 6 furlong race and you go back to the second last race, which is the distance of this race, I thought the horse did really well. If I look at all the last races, and again, like I'm dropping that last one as an outlier, especially considering it's a 6 furlong race. The horse had problems. It grades out as the best last race for me, which for maiden races, especially maiden races like this one where you've got no firsters, that's something I look for. That's my key value there. It's got some closing ability at that distance, so I really like this 6 here. And I'm going to give you another horse that I like. I like the 2. I like was it Ecliptical Ladybug?
Yeah, look at them there.
I think the race values. What's that?
Y'all got the 7. I think that's hysterical.
I mean, good.
Yeah,
let's
good.
try to beat
helps
that.
us. It helps us.
Hey, just to give you some context, real quick, formula. In the last race, they all picked the 1, which did not win.
Lost.
In the race before that, they all picked the 4, which did not win.
Yeah, we can beat them. So here's what I'll go to Ecliptical Ladybug here. Yes, the horses run in the past 4 races, 7 furlongs, 8.5 furlongs, 8 furlongs, right? So we can look at that 8.5 furlong race. It was very close to the pace. At one point, it was battling the pace. At the stretch, it was still one length off, and then it fell back 7 lengths behind. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't look good. But let's go back one more race to 8 furlongs, right? Where was the horse placed in that race? It was 5 lengths off, 8 lengths off, 7 lengths off, and then it finished 2 1/4 lengths behind, showing that it was closing in that race. And if you look at previous performances, it does not get that close to the pace in most of its races. The last race you look at, yes, it was 1 length off at first call, 3 lengths off at second call, 7 lengths off at the stretch, and then it gained a little bit back by the finish. If they run this horse to the form that I think it should run to, which is as a closer, and S1 Flores is the one that ran it in that mile turf race, I think it's got a chance to stick. So the 2 horse that we're getting some value on right now at 8-1, and then I like Nishan. That's my next horse. Everything you guys said, I totally agree. I think this horse is ready to bump up for the distance. It's run it 3 times already. Lengths back scare me a little bit, but I also think that in terms of class, this horse outclasses pretty much the whole group here. So I'm going to pick that horse based on class. And I think I'm ready to type in my pick here.
Love it.
Do an exacta key box here. We've got money to play with, right?
Yes, we do. Just a little.
So let's do an exacta key box at $4. So an exacta key box at $4 is going to cost in this race. So I'm going to key on the 6 with the 1 and the 2. So the base price of that, right, at a $1 would be 4. We multiply that times 4. It's going to be 16 total.
Yep.
So let me type that in. It's for 16 total. We are going to try to exact the key box $4. We're gonna try to beat the 7 here. We're gonna take a look at that 7 and say, not sure it's ready for the distance. We feel better about a few other horses. I'm selling it on the 6. I know you guys think that that's more of a third place horse. I think Sean, you maybe had it as second place, but with the key box, as long as it comes in second place, we're good.
Yep.
And I've got a bit of a feeling on that too. So let's
Love it.
send it.
Okay.
I had the 6 and the 7 right there, and had the 6. I could easily see the 6 as my second. The 1 was my top pick, but yeah, I was heavy on the 6. I like the 6 more than the 7 if I'm really looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried that maybe I should have played this as just boxing up all 3, but I'm not going to overthink it. I already sent in the play. We're going to ride it like this and see how it goes.
Love it. There you go.
So $16 total, taking it out of the kitty. We're still sitting pretty, and we got 1 race left. But
Love
we're
it.
going to win this race too, and it's going to be pretty.
Riders in the Storm. Let's go. Ride it out.
Ride it out.
Riders in the storm.
That's right. Darn, 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 darn.
Push a lot of foam. It's like
All
a
right.
race without a form.
Yeah, indeed. Well done, Sean. Well done. But yeah, I agree with you guys. You look at this racing form across a lot of these horses, and I mean, 20 lengths back, 15 lengths back. There's a whole bunch of horses here that are just getting on the struggle bus, and I think we've got a few horses here that look to be a bit better than that. So,
I
that's how
agree.
I'm playing it.
Yep.
I think that you take those 3 out, which is like the 3, 4, 5, and it leaves 1, 2, 6, 7, which is kind of where we're at. And tossing the 7 based on, I think it's a huge underlay, and there's nothing I really see going 2 turns for the first time. So
Right,
I like it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, Uncle Sully. I know. I should box all 3. If it ends up being 1, 2, I'm gonna be really upset with myself. But
Yeah,
that's how it
Dan,
goes.
I agree. I mean, the pedigree says the 7 should be a runner, and I like the 7. It's just that in this race against this competition, saying that this horse is 7 to 5, I'll look elsewhere.
And also based on what it showed us when it stretched out to 7 furlongs. I look at that 7 furlong race, is it 7 furlongs? No, that last 6 furlong race. But you can also go back to the 7 furlong race where it was in that 7 furlong race in June, it was up, and then it got passed. And then you look at that race on August 29th, right? By the time it hit the stretch, it was three lengths back, but it finished 6 lengths back. It's not a horse that is hanging in there even at shorter distances. And then you go back to November of last year. I mean, that's going back a year, but 7 furlongs again, maiden optional claimer. It was ahead by a head. It was back by a head. Down the stretch, 1 length. By the finish, 7 lengths back. Like it's fading on 1 more furlong than 6, which, as the count from Sesame Street tells me, is 7. So there we go. I mean, I'm sure you could pick holes in my horse too, like that, but I at least see it being able to compete at the distance. But we'll see. We'll see. All the experts at Woodbine agree with the 7 being on top. So there we go.
Yeah, I don't argue what the 7 is capable of. I think the 7 is. It's just a bet against based on the price in this race. That's all I'm trying. That's all I'm trying to look at.
Dan's bringing up good points, and we'll see what happens when the race gets run. Dan always has good points. Can't debate that.
Jenny's going exact box 4, 6, 7, win place on the 4 and the 6. She's throwing the 4 in. Look at that.
That's my top pick.
Yeah, I just didn't see it on the 4. The 4 didn't pop for me, but you know, we've been in this situation before where
Exactly.
Sean brings up a horse and I'm like, no.
And we don't bet it, and the horse wins.
Yeah.
Sean just put the horse in the winner's circle.
Which is the exact opposite of what I tried to do last week, which is listen to you guys and put those horses in and say, no.
Right.
So now I'm leaning the other way.
Last week you got screwed for listening. This week you get screwed for not.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
4's going to run away with it at 17-1 or 18-1.
But good luck to everybody in the chat.
Good luck to everybody.
Yes.
Oh, let me bring Robert Geller on the screen here.
Yeah, I see Felipe saying beat LA. That's going to be difficult if you're talking about the Dodgers. They're looking extremely strong.
No.
Firsty
Firsty's in the house.
Hopefully all is well with Firsty and family. No, the biggest hit with Trust the Profits. I know we had a huge. We've had some big turfway hits, like what $500, $600 hits before.
Carson
Off
had
the run for a very even
$2,600.
start. Soon after, back to the
2,600.
tail end is Conquer the Storm, and showing up in front
Yeah,
of
I had one
Songs
that
of
was
War,
8 or
from
9,
Fickle
wasn't it, Sean?
Ladybug and Sultry
Yeah.
Sophie.
Yeah.
A length to Hey Neve, and just off the inside slightly is Nashan. And they got away from Conquer the Storm and Black Goddess. They're going fast.
Jenny
peering
Mack, he's
along
talking
early
about the
Songs of
Rams, sorry.
War on the outside. Sultry Sophie. And then third, Ecliptical Ladybug from
Yeah,
Hey
push that
Neve
7
takes
on
up
the
fourth.
outside,
A
please.
length behind them, Nashan. 1.5 Conquer the Storm, and to the inside at the back, Black Goddess. About 5 lengths covers this field, racing with the lead. Songs of War up the back stretch in front of Sultry Sophie, bobbing along within a half a length. A length and a half, Ecliptical Ladybug, joined by Hey Neve, improving. And off the inside is Nashan, now dedicated to a deeper track position and coming 4 wide. It's Conquer the Storm as Nashan's going towards these leaders. Black
And
Goddess
that's
is
7
last.
out in front.
They race along the half
Scary.
mile. Out in front
Gonna
remains
fade.
Songs of War. Sultry Sophie second, 1 to Nashan. Conquer the Storm, flank deep on the track. In the center, Hey Neve, the inside, Ecliptical Ladybug. They're all
One's well
keeping tabs, and
positioned. Let's
2
get
lengths
that
away
thing
last.
going,
Black
Jose.
Goddess, Sultry Sophie
Yeah.
drilling for the
Okay,
lead now as they hit the 3/8. It's Sultry Sophie alongside Songs of War.
One's
Couple away,
fading.
Ecliptical Ladybugs made a dart up the inside from Hey Neve and off the track. Conquer the Storm.
6 got to do
Nashan the
something.
center, and last is Black Goddess. Now Ecliptical Ladybugs off the rail, coming at the leaders. Turning Sultry Sophie first for
Okay,
home with
6
on the
is moving.
inside, backling back Songs of War at their girth. Ecliptical Ladybug, and behind them came out wide to Conquer the Storm
There's
as
Sean's
Ecliptical
4 on
Ladybug
the-
joins
and down
Sultry
on the rail.
Sophie.
That one's
Goes
fading
to
now.
the
Here
front,
comes the 2.
finishing on is Nashan once again.
Need the 6 to get
Ecliptical
up there,
Ladybug
baby.
raced
Get
away,
up there,
and
6.
Ecliptical Ladybug smashing
Get up
wing
there,
coming
6.
up.
Come on, 6.
6
Ecliptical
got
Ladybug
boxed in.
driving on to win
Come on,
by
6.
3.5
No,
lengths.
6 has got a chance.
Second, Black Goddess narrowly
6.
from Sultry Sophie. Conquer the Storm.
We got it, right?
Nashan, Songs
Boom.
of War, and
Yeah.
2-6?
the back.
We got it.
Yep.
2-6.
148.65.
Good job, Formula. Look at that.
Yes. Multiply by
And
4.
Love it.
we get the top 2 picks out.
Yeah, and Felipe
That's right.
wins. Felipe wins too.
And those are the best prices of the 3 that I
Here's the
had
winner,
boxed,
Ecliptical
with the best
Ladybug
price on top. So that's the best
over
case scenario.
6 Black
Yeah.
Goddess.
2,
There we
6,
go.
7,
7
Yes.
Sultry Sophie. 5
Thank you,
Conquer the
Dan.
Storm. 2, 6, 7,
Well done,
5.
sir. Well done.
First quarter in 24.
Thank you.
Only winners in the
Half 50 and 2.
Whew.
3 quarters.
It's a good night tonight.
15 and 1.
Yeah,
Mile,
the
1:41.3.
$2
They run a
formula. You
time
ready
of
for this?
1:48.65.
The $2 is paying 83, so for 4 we'll get 166.
Yes. Woo. So that's like what, 2 160s in a row?
Yes.
Guys,
Love
sometimes we know what we're doing. Sometimes.
Yeah, love it.
Love it.
Love it.
I'll take it.
Big night in the
Great.
lounge.
Big night.
Only winners in the line.
I was getting scared on that 6. Like the 7 was hanging on and it held on better than I thought,
Man,
but
great. Yeah, yeah.
they pushed that finish line just far enough out for me.
This is going to pay nice. Hopefully, people got some extra money this weekend for opening that weekend at Keeneland.
That's exactly what I'm sitting here thinking. I'm like, I'm building my bankroll for Keeneland.
Yeah, building the bankroll. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fabulous pick.
Whew. Thank you, Felipe.
Fabulous.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Not me. So, Tim, I guess you're up next to try to beat our two 160s.
Let's do it. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
No pressure. No
Now
pressure
headed
at all.
to the winner's circle for the first time, Ecliptical Ladybug. Winning trainer Abraham Gitran, who's managed to bring this horse around nicely, has been on the rise again. And the Bay filly, 3 years of age, is by Ecliptical Spraline and the Dam Pioneer Kate. Maria Hairbred, the winner in Maryland, 1748425 Ontario Limited winning owners. And congrats to Eswan Flores with a perfect winning ride, Ecliptical
I
Ladybug.
guess turn on. Good job, Robert. Okay. Wow, look at that, my friend.
66.
Only winners.
Check out the
Only
bankroll. Here you go. You ready?
Please, please, please.
Look at
350
that.
40.
Look at that.
Oh, yes. Good night, guys. Good night.
Love it.
And by the way, yes, Nick, I see you calling it out here. I grew up in Detroit, a Tigers fan, right? It was impossible not to. I grew up, I was very young during 1984 when we won our last World Series, but I also grew up on cable. We got WGN. So in the summers, I loved watching Harry Carey and Steve Stone call for the Cubs. And today,
Yes.
Nick, thank you for calling this out. Today, the Tigers advance and the Cubs advance. So extra special night in the lounge because of that. Go Cubs, go Tigers. If I see them in the World Series, wow, it's going to be great, but it's also going to be tough to figure out who to root for. No losers in that one. Only winners. Only winners.
Yeah, Poppy, you picked a bad time to walk away, my friend.
Oh, poor Poppy.
Aye, Poppy.
Thank you, Bobby, though.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Cubbies win, huh? Wow.
Cubbies. Yeah, I saw they were up 2-0. I was sort of tracking it when we were moving around. That was a tough one versus San Diego. They got a real fireballer there.
Okay, so Tim, it is your turn to
Ooh, back to
show
handicapping.
us how it's done. My
Bring
friend.
it home.
Bring
Yeah.
it home.
You know,
You can only use
7,500
$15.
claimer, 8-horse field.
Yeah, you can only use $20 because that's all we have left. But that's
I'm going all in.
oh
Yeah.
Pushing my chips in.
Shove it all in on the 5. Yeah.
yeah. We're going 50 across in the 7.
Why not?
Tim, you'll appreciate this, right? I just got a text from Rachel. She said, "Did I mention I hate the Cubs?" She's from St. Louis. No one from St. Louis loves the Cubs.
No, that's the obvious part right there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What are the conditions on this race, Sean? You want to cue us in here?
Yes, exactly. I will
Thank you,
right
thank
now. Man. Yeah, be happy to. Yeah, 1 second here. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Let me read the conditions here. And we are as follows. Race 7 is claiming 7,500. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races or which have not won a race since October 2nd, 2024. All right, Formula, you are hot, my friend there. Who did you like in this finale race?
Yeah, right now I know it's early times, 19 minutes to post, but I'll give you what at least shows up as a price now. Opened up at 3-1. The 6, Liam's Awesome. Last race out, all weather, 7 furlongs. We got ourselves a bit of a closer here, and I know what is the distance here? 6.5.
Yeah.
But it's a horse that's able to close at those short distances, 7 furlongs. Was in 3rd place, close to 2nd. Race before that was 8 lengths behind, close to 5 lengths behind. So it's a horse that's able to get up there. Last time won obviously was November of last year. 7 furlongs, all weather. Was at second call, was in 6th place. Ended up passing eventually and getting for 1st. So yeah, I like Liam's Awesome there. What else can we say about this horse? Sprints 12%, all weather 14, claiming 16%. The next horse I'm going to give you is also going to come at a price. Let me just double check my notes here and make sure I got the right one. Yeah, I like the speed figures on all 3 of these horses, and somehow we're getting prices on them, but I'm going to go with Xena Swift.
Okay.
So this is a horse. The last time it won was the 2nd race. The last time, sorry, not the last race, but the race before that, went gate to wire in that race. Not expecting this horse to go gate to wire here, but could be applying pressure to the horse that I think is going to set the pace right next to it, the 3-horse Magic Modi. But Xena Swift, I think, can apply that pressure, can probably hang on for a piece. The trainer, Steve Owens, 24% claiming, 25% down 2+ classes, 19% on sprints, 18% on all weather. And we got Jose Campos on the mount there. And then I thought I was going to give you like one price here, and it was going to be this horse, but I think everything I'm giving you as of right now is a price. Proud Mischief is my next horse, coming out of Maximus Mischief, which comes out of Into Mischief. Which you always like to see. Last race out, not looking super impressive there, but this is a horse that is second off the claim when it got claimed. Coming out of Woodbine in August, it was coming off of a win that Ryan Munger was on the mount for. Again, a horse that's going to come from behind, but not too far back. We're talking about like 2 to 4 lengths back, most likely. Yeah, dirt to all weather. I mean, trainer percentages not looking super great, but small numbers here, small sample size.
Yeah.
So yeah, my 3 horses here, 6, 2, 5. And I would not be shocked if you guys come and say, well, I don't have any of those horses, but I'm curious to hear if you have any.
6, 2, and 5. That's what you got, my friend?
6, 2, and 5.
I do.
He does. There you go. See, there you go.
You do.
That's all that counts. Okay. My top pick here is the 1 Crumbling Beast. David Moran lately has become the Emma Jane Wilson. Remember, there was death taxes and Emma winning the last race at Woodbine. David Moran has kind of been the last race sensation, man. And I think this horse is dropping back to a more realistic spot than he was last time. Trailed the route, just never even lifted a hoof, but is back to this level for Michael Doyle. I think there's going to be a pace that it can close into, and I think at 9-2 extreme value here. My second pick was the 6, Liam's Awesome, Yvette Charbrook. This horse closed like a ton last time, up the drop for 9th. Hoyt's a very good sprint rider. I think this horse will be closing a little bit earlier with this group. I think he's found the right friends here. It should be tough. And then I have the 2, Xena Swift, Steve Owens, dropping back down to the 75 where it won wire to wire. Could be tough on the lead. So I was 1, 6, and 2.
Wow. So we're actually not that far off. We got 2 horses overlapping there, Sean.
Yeah,
I thought I might be crazy coming in with these prices.
Yeah.
So let's review. Formula, you're 625.
Correct.
Sean, you're 126.
162.
162.
162. Yep. Sorry. Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Oh boy.
I find it interesting.
It's interesting.
It was interesting.
I thought it was interesting.
That's what we're waiting for. Yeah.
All right. So what I'm worried about is the thing that we've been talking about over and over. And that is that in these sprints on the poly,
Yes.
it's been a merry-go-round.
Yes.
And you've got lone speed in here.
Mm.
I think you've got lone speed.
Okay.
And even though the 3 Magic Modi has flash speed, that's not who I'm talking about. I think it's Zena Swift. I like the 2. I like the 2 a lot.
Yes.
And then when you get past that one, my second pick is a long shot.
Okay.
Let's see. But one of you do have this horse. Formula, I like Proud Mischief. It's my second pick.
Yes.
I think this horse, I'm going to throw out that Fort Erie race, because different track, different surface. It's like, but when you look at what this horse has done here at Woodbine and at the distance has been right there. Now Claim moves over to the Michael Blake barn. So yes, a little bit of a change here, but this horse is 4 for 7 in the money at Woodbine and 2 for 3 winning at this distance. I think it's a distance specialist. So yes, it's a little bit different that Ryan Munger rode a lot, but because we're in a different barn this time, we got Kirk Johnson up, but I'm okay with that. And I just think that the horse has a serious shot to be closing. And if he doesn't finish second, or if she doesn't finish second, I think she finishes third.
Yeah.
And then my third pick is the number 6, Liam's Awesome.
How about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the thing that worries me about Liam's Awesome, and this is why I put the horse third. I don't like the horse higher up because I think Liam's Awesome is the one. It wouldn't surprise me if this horse is last.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I think Liam's Awesome is going to be the dead closer in here, flying in the lane. But I think that she is probably going to be dead last going down the backstretch.
Sure.
Okay. There you go.
So I'm a little worried about getting up. Sean, just to give you one, if I threw in a fourth horse, I do like the one. It would be Crumbling Beast. So I mean, we're like all right there. It's like you guys have 2 overlapped. I think Formula and I had the exact same top 3, just in a different order.
Yeah. My fourth horse is the one as well. So I just didn't say it.
And I think it's interesting because you look at the board and the 3 is 8 to 5, and none of us mentioned the 3.
Yeah. The 3, I see enough challengers on the pace to really not like the 3, and the speed figures I have on all the other horses, my own speed figures, they're just, I look at it next to the 2 and it pales. I look at it next to the 6 and it pales. So there's really,
to me, she just keeps backing up.
Yeah. Pace and fade. I mean, maybe it's a horse that stays around and catches a piece at the end, but we've seen enough evidence of this horse being in first place and then catching 5th by 6 lengths, right? We've seen that play before. So, yeah. And its best races were with Mike Dunslow. And now, not to say anything bad about Robert Tiller, but, there's obviously some evidence that the races with Dunslow were better, and who knows why. And some of those were stretched out too. But anyhow, go ahead.
Going down the
Look, we got a lot of money. We're going to be way up. I'm taking a little bit here. I'm going to take a little bit.
Take what you need.
But I've got to play, and I think it's We can all agree with. No, that is not.
Only winners in the lounge.
We're gonna cash that last ticket.
We're gonna cash it. It may be a losing ticket though.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Who cares? Is that right?
I think I paid more.
You're close, Uncle Sully. You're close.
Wouldn't shock me.
I'm gonna spend almost $50.
There you go.
We're going for it.
Yeah, even if you spend 50,
Yeah, we're gonna finish at
still
300.
tripled our money.
Triple the bankroll.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got lots of time, but you know what? I'm ready. Let's just put it in.
Let's just put it in.
Love it.
Box them up. Box them up.
Way up.
We're going to play a $2 trifecta box. 1, 2, 5, 6, $48.
Woo! Yes.
If you remember last week, I mean, we had horses, and I tried to keep it simple, and I made my box 3 horses, and I left out the one that would have done it. So we're not doing that.
Yep.
We've got the money. We're going to put 4 in this time.
Yeah.
We're still playing against the 3. You know, the 3 is still your 2-to-1 favorite, but I like to play against here.
Yeah, you did that 2 weeks ago. I did it last week. Like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on the formula. Fool me 3 times, then what the hell are we even doing here, and how much have we been drinking? We're gonna get this.
I agree. I like it.
And this is a $2 try. Oof.
Oh yeah, $2. We're going all in.
And with the numbers and with us ignoring the 3, I mean, yeah, the numbers we're seeing on the 6, the 5, the 2, even the 1. The 1 is our chalk at 4-2. If this hits, then yeah, this is going to be an epic night.
I like it. Bob Jackson's top picks are 4, 2, and 8.
Good luck, Bob. We're going in a different direction, but good luck to you.
You know, the 8's one that I took a really long look at the 8 when I was handicapping, but
yeah.
But I never could get there.
Yeah.
And everybody, just quickly, just a quick note there again. This weekend, Double Down, the daily our show Doubling Down with this month's prize is horse tourneys. Yes, so if you check Colin Sheehan's thing, check it. It's free. You can't beat it. And the prize is for the horse tourneys. So. Definitely.
Yeah, horsetourneys.com. It's a site that maybe some of you guys use, similar to Stable Duel, where you get in these tournaments and you pick. I mean, they've got a couple different ones. I like the Exacta-Box tournament, but they have also got like the win place type tournaments. And I guess first place, I believe, is $50, but there's also second, maybe third place prizes as well for Doubling Down. I mean, for a contest that you spend 0 to enter, but you could end up with $50 dumped in your horse tourneys account. I mean, I love this one, and that's nothing negative about any of the previous prizes he's had, which have all been awesome as well. But yeah, this is one where I play horse tourneys from time to time, so I would not mind getting a bump.
No.
Yeah, Bob, to answer your question on the 8, here's the thing about the 8. I mean, some of the numbers look okay, but this horse has not hit the board in 2 years.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Didn't race at all last year.
No.
And in the 3 starts this year has a couple of forced, but none of them were really good. And those were all sprinting.
Yeah,
Good,
horse.
and just sprinting shorter. So we're going 6.5. This did go 6.5. And if you look at the 3 races, the 6.5 that this horse ran was the worst of the 3 races. The 5.5s were a little bit better. So I just couldn't get there. And in that
That's
race, the horse ran against some of these. If you look at that race for the 8-2 back, there were, the 3 horses, that one and 2 more that are in this race.
Yeah.
I mean, the horse did win at 7.5 furlongs on turf, but that was in 2022.
Exactly.
Wow. That is going way, way back.
Yeah, and like I say, she didn't race at all last year. That's why you have to go so far back.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
But she just
But
hadn't done anything since she got back.
I will say, though, that last race looks pretty darn good, right? 5.5 furlongs, started out a little bit further back, but started closing, and it was only 2.25 off by the end. So if you look at that one and say to yourself, okay, the horse is finally getting ready to improve, look forward to the next race, then I can definitely see a path for the 8.
But you also look at everybody who's been riding this horse: Patrick Husband, Sophia Vives, Fukumoto, Ably, and now we're at Ford. I think we're a lot of things going backwards there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that doesn't mean exactly. That doesn't mean the horse isn't there and we don't lose.
Yeah, we'll all know in a few minutes, but we're just guessing right now and giving opinions.
Absolutely.
And if you like the 3 and want to throw the 3 in on your $2 trifecta box and just box 5, that'll be $120. So have at it.
Absolutely.
I'm not betting that much money on a 2-to-1 to add a 2-to-1. So
no.
Yeah.
Cheers, Bob. As always.
Absolutely, Bob. Thank you.
Cheers, Bob.
And again, just we say it a lot, but it's like you ask my opinion, and that's not trying to talk you off of it. If you've got a different one, I would never do that.
No.
Just
absolutely
sharing what I see.
Yeah.
I've been wrong about every race tonight.
I think that's part of the reason I say we, but I think that El Hombre called this the cocktail lounge in the first place. We're not coming in. I mean, we're called Trust the Profits, tongue in cheek, but we're coming at this like we're in a cocktail lounge, we're in a bar, there's off-track betting there, and we're all having this group conversation.
Yeah,
and the 3 of us are getting together, and we've pooled together, and these are the bets that we're making. So everybody else out there, you got your own opinions. That's great. Some of you guys are going to win, and we're going to lose. Sometimes we're going to win, and people play against us will lose. But we're not sitting here saying that we are the definite experts and we're going to beat you guys every night. So if you've got a feeling on the 8, I see the angle. Don't let us talk you out of it.
No,
Dan, the 2 is actually my top pick. I think the 2 is the speed here, and the source at 9-1. I like the 2 a lot.
I think the 3 is the speed, but I think the 2 is going to be a nice pressure from behind and being able to sustain better force than the 3. I think the 3 is going to be pace and fade.
I just think the 3 is
pressure.
what I call cheap speed. I just don't think the 3 sustains. So the 3 has got speed. But
all right, here we go.
Loading them up.
There's the last race warrior right there. David Moran.
7-1, Crumlin Beast.
Uh-oh. Ethan calling you out on Chancer.
Encouragement's needed, has gone in. They're moving in well. Further out goes Liam's Awesome and Xena Swift to gate 2.
Thanks, Ethan.
Magic Modi to gate 3.
Magic.
And out wider is Tattoos on My Soul. Waiting for Sarah's Dancer, who moves up. And No Whammy to the outside gate.
No Whammy. Press your luck.
Fillies and Mares about to be set away after No Whammy. Comes in, No Whammy, the 1 back.
No Whammy, no Whammy, no Whammy, stop.
Zarrell Ford outside post has gone to the line. They're ready. Locked up. And as they break it, it was a good start. The Tattoos on My Soul came rushing out in front, grabbing the lead soon after.
There goes the 3.
Magic Modi, and splitting horses in the early stages to second is Sarah's Dancer. Over on the inside, Xena Swift, the top 4 got away by a couple of lengths. Proud Mischief heads the next in mid-pack, and they were followed by Liam's Awesome on the inside, Crumlin Beast, and the trailer is No Whammy. Showing
don't
up
like
in
the
front,
two being on the
Magic
rail.
Modi
He needs to
dueling
get
now
off the
with
rail.
Sarah's Dancer. A length and a half, Tattoos on My Soul,
see.
shading Zena's Swift. 2 to Proud Mischief, a length and a half, Crumlin Beast. And then Liam's Awesome, and last is No Whammy. 3.5 to run, and Magic Modi holding sway narrowly from Sarah's Dancer. A length and a half, Zena Swift has had a good trip on the inside
The
of
4
Tattoos
up
on
on the
My Soul.
pace.
They're
Wow.
pushing, though. A length away came Proud Mischief from Crumlin Beast. Next to last, Liam's Awesome, and taking off from the back, No Whammy. Magic Modi toiling in front, but still the leader. Sarah's Dancer won't give up. They're 3 clear of Zena Swift as they turn. And Magic Modi getting away now from Sarah's Dancer, opens up. And Magic Modi racing away, 3 or 4 lengths in front. Under pressure in second is Sarah's Dancer. Running home is Crumlin Beast behind Zena Swift. But Magic Modi put a space on them. A 16th to run, and Sophia Vives well and truly gone on Magic Modi. Zena Swift a clear second. Magic Modi by 4 lengths. Zena Swift second, Crumlin Beast
Every
third,
race,
then Liam's Awesome.
every race,
Behind them both
3, 2,
Sarah's
1,
Dancer
6.
out
So
wide and No Way.
our 3 horses
3
behind another horse.
1785.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
I didn't want to win that one anyway.
Yeah. Jeez. Good Lord.
Congrats to all that did. Jenny Mack, congratulations. You got an exacta there.
Great
Well
job,
done.
friend. Well done.
Good
Yeah.
call. 3, 2, 1.
The 3-2 base 31.30 for 2.
Cash it.
Jenny Mack has been on fire.
First quarter 23, a half
Absolutely
46
on fire.
and 2.
Yeah, I see Jenny Mack
Winner
cashing a
3,
lot of
Magic
tickets
Modi
in
over
here.
2,
That's for
Zena
sure.
Swift, 1,
Good job,
Crumlin
Jenny.
Beast.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
6
Good
Well
job,
played.
is
Jenny.
Awesome, a photo for 5th. 3, 2,
Great
1, 6 to
handicapping.
photo. The half mile again, 46 and 2 3/4, 111 and 1. The time 1:17.85.
Yeah, Jenny, thank you for watching.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
thank
be
you.
a show. Yeah, it wouldn't be a show if you guys weren't watching. So thank you as
Absolutely.
always.
Yeah.
Through our wins and our losses.
Good job, Ethan.
It's been a pleasure.
Frank, thank you for joining us, my friend. It's been a pleasure having you. Frank's been our lucky charm tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Frank, so for one more week on Tuesday night, we are doing the Cinnaboya Downs on Tuesday night lights. And then that will be done for the year. And then on every Thursday night, Frank, we are here for the cocktail lounge.
Yeah.
So come join us anytime.
The tracks rotate, but depending on the season, we usually settle into specific tracks. So right now we're at Woodbine, and then we'll transition to Turfway in December, late November. I forget what day it starts. Can't wait for Turfway.
If we had the mayor here, we would know.
Yeah. Can't wait for Turfway, but I'm having a blast at Woodbine, especially when we got days like today. They're both awesome challenges.
There you go. No, Dan, we can't do it on Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are long days.
Yeah. Yeah.
They start a little too late to do that, my friend. But we always enjoy doing it.
Thank you, Bobby
great
D.
job.
The one thing that's always a possibility, and I wouldn't speak for everybody else, but we could consider it. We did it Monday. We moved to Monday for the Derby. We could move Tuesday night lights to the finale and do it on Wednesday because of all the mandatories, but I'm okay with Tuesday as well.
Yeah, Tuesday.
I'll let you guys decide. I think the deal that we have with the Cinnaboya is pretty flexible.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you'd either way, just let me know and I'll contact them.
Yeah, the back-to-back nights thing is a little bit rough. So
yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But you know what we'll do, Dan, is I'll tell you what I will do is that I'm pretty sure it'll go to a carryover. I will make sure that we'll put it out and make sure it gets shared on the X account from Trust the Profits. I'll put out my pick 4, pick 5 tickets.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathleen.
Thank you, Kathleen. Always a pleasure having you, my friend. And well done, Robert Tiller.
Yeah.
There you go. Fantastic. Well, thank you to everybody tonight. Hopefully the Red Sox can maybe take down those dreaded Yankees. Exactly. Well, we can hope rookie versus rookie here. But exactly. So the
And Ethan,
double.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Ethan, we'll see about that. I just don't want to burn out.
Yeah.
I don't want to burn out Tim and Sean. I think doing two a week as it is plenty.
Yeah,
What I was saying was switching from Tuesday to Monday, or doing one versus the other. I definitely don't want you guys to do like
Oh yeah,
three
we
and
wouldn't
one.
do two. We would switch it, but I agree. Doing
Switch it, yes.
We'd have to switch it to Wednesday, and then it would be back to back, and that's tough because Wednesday's a late night. So
it is, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll let you guys decide which day is best for you, and then we can communicate with us.
We'll keep it on Tuesday. Tuesday night lights.
Tuesday night lights. That's what it is.
Whenever we do it, most likely Tuesday. Join us then for the final one of the season.
Yes.
Have a great weekend. Play Keeneland.
See you guys. Opening Keeneland weekend. See ya.
See ya.